at the camera. It's hilarious. Say hi, Maxie. What's everybody doing? What's everybody doing out there?
They're creeping again.
Oh my god. Alright. Maxie. Hi guys. Can't see what people are saying.
They say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Apple pie making?
Hello, this is Mrs. Doubtfire. I know, Maxie, I know. Mommy's so silly. She's like, get me out of here.
Bye, Maxie.
Hi, Maxie.
Oh.
That was weird.
Is that my phone over there?
Oh, I forgot to put my shungite in. Shungite in water. That is how you make that. Mrs. Doubtfire here.
Do not hit your teeth.
I will be doing readings tonight in place of the divine medium.
Can we make apple pie instead? Who says SpongeBob?
Oh, I forgot to share.
No sharing tonight. Oh, Maxie
Maxie, stop your grumpers.
Maxie is feeling better. Hi, hey Kimberly. I read your post. How many times did you refresh? That made me laugh.
Oh my goodness.
You guys say hi, ladies, and Maxie, and SpongeBob.
You have to tell them the whole story of SpongeBob.
Again, everyone should know the story by now.
Okay.
We tell it every time.
Do we?
A lot.
What's up, Maxie Doodle?
I love the Maxie. Maxie giving me good rip. Blah, blah. Not mouth kiss.
Maxie,
Yeah.
stop making out. It's not cool.
The only boy that can kiss me is Maxie.
Hi, Maxie. It's a Maxie Doodle.
Kimberly, did you answer me? I don't know why I yell at the camera like a kid.
Why are you yelling?
I didn't know because I went to apple pie.
Lily.
Lily.
All right, I'm saving to some groups here.
How's everyone doing this afternoonish?
Sunday evening-ish, fun-ish day.
I have an important question for you guys. Who likes my hair? Christina says it's on point.
It really is. It kind of really is.
I like it.
So, what are we talking about today before we do readings? Hello.
Hello. I want to talk about what to put in my apple pie.
So cute. Maxie, what's she doing?
Everyone say hi, Maxie.
Maxie Doodle. Maxie Doodle.
Hi from Ireland.
Hello, Ireland.
We want to go to Ireland. Justin was just talking about Ireland. When I win the lottery, he wants us to take him to the special island in Ireland, and we'll drop him off, and you and I can go wherever and come back.
Oh my God. Yeah, he just wants to hang out
Mm-hmm.
and enjoy the beach.
That's what he said.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to share to your groups, guys. Share, share, share.
Sharing is caring. Thank you guys all.
We got lots of readings to do. Watch us go past the 4-hour mark and we'll have to come back.
It's past my bedtime.
I'll have to keep going.
Who's going to talk to me while I drive home?
Your guides.
My guides will talk to me? Okay. Time zone difference. Monday. It's Monday in New Zealand.
Holy moly.
Well, happy Monday, Sue. Maxie, I'm scratching Maxie's bum.
Maxie, you get scratchies. Itchy, itchy scratchies.
Shared. Good job. Yay.
Wow, we got 230 comments
Already?
for the free reading. was expecting literally around 600, 700, 800.
How much did you say you had?
230, which is kind of low.
I'm gonna pick. Maxie's gonna pick the first one.
Good evening from London.
London.
Can I have a cribbit?
Kimberly, I did not see your comment. I was too busy hugging on Maxie.
I really want to go back to London. I don't know, a lot of people say it's too foggy and dreary, but I like it.
I've never been to London.
I went there one time.
PA.
Oh, 111.
That
111 is a good number. Very positive.
I'm from PA.
So do you guys have any questions for me? I know we talked about a lot about manifesting yesterday and the day before. Big weekend for manifesting. Amanda's assisting me because when I go and do readings, I don't have my eyes opened. So she's going to do everything.
Hi, guys.
Justin just left for work, so boo-hoo.
I am her eyes and ears. Shh.
I swear to God, her and Justin are like two peas in a pod.
Oh, I love Justin. I gave him a big hug. Ooh, Justin, I wish you were wishing. I wish you were watching.
I know.
Justin.
All right, who has their crystal water? This is shungite. Helps with your health. So who has their shungite? Or has their crystal water? Who
10
has
times.
their crystal water? This one has amethyst, rose quartz, and clear quartz in it, guys. You guys remember the last live feed we did free readings, and Amanda helped assist. Those readings went really good.
Those did. That was
really,
a lot
really
of fun.
good.
What does 888 mean?
Well, okay, when you guys get angelic numbers, usually what I do is I listen to your guides and I decipher the message, because the whole message doesn't necessarily mean
Hi,
anything.
everyone.
Doesn't mean anything to you, but you want to decipher it. So let's see if this makes sense to you. Who is that again?
Who asked 888?
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay. Well, basically, the 888, everybody's like, I do. Shungite water. Okay, so your 888 basically means you need to start being responsible with your money at this time. Don't be frugal, don't be frivolous. It's very important that you use this time to save, because there's something coming up where you're going to need your money, and I feel like you're already going to know what that is, but it's coming. Okay.
Why did you say we have to manifest this weekend? Why is this weekend so important?
Because the alignment with the planets, because we're in the end part of the retrograde, and you have to understand, when we have retrograde, towards the end of the year, the retrograde gets shorter and more intense, whereas in the beginning of the year it's longer, like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and then this month it's a lot shorter and more intense. So this month it's about getting rid of old baggage. So you guys are gonna have dreams about old things, maybe things you're not facing, so it's gonna come out in your dreams. Let's say, for example, you're afraid, like let's say for example your boyfriend is flirty and you keep dreaming about him cheating. This just means that you are not confronting him about how you're feeling, so you're just going to keep dreaming up those old baggage emotions because you're not attacking them now in a transformation where you need to do that. It's just a very high, like your thoughts are really going to come through in the next couple weeks to months, because it's a high vibrational. It almost feels like the planets are going backwards. Like a bird. Lily, just being upside down and crazy. You should have seen when I first got her mirror. She was like, bam, bam, bam. She thought it was another bird. It was hysterical.
Sorry.
Okay, let me see what people are saying. Energy must be ramping up. Feed keeps. This will happen when I'm about to go into readings. You'll get this kind of freezing, weird fuzziness. How does one manifest? It's mindfulness. What you think is what's going to be pushed out which is going to come right back to you. You have to watch how your thoughts. Do you ever kind of, wait, how can I explain this? Okay, I'll give you an example. Say, for example, you really want the first spot when you're arriving at the grocery store, and you keep going, man, it's raining out. I hope I get the first spot. Bam, it happens. You get the first spot. Okay, it's a law of attraction. It's being mindful. What you push out is going to come right back to you.
Are you reading it? Does
No.
it matter that like someone like manifest they want money versus like I want to do something to make someone happy? Like, does that mean like I'm in a different place than someone else?
No, everybody's at their own learning level, and no one should be attacking anybody else for that learning level. It's kind of like, let's say, for example, okay, I'll give you an example. Yesterday I did a very amazing reading for somebody right online, and then I guess everyone in her family saw the reading that she was on, and they're very religious and kind of started attacking her for it. Religious people, I feel, are at a very low learning level, because if you see nowadays, you have these new age people that are really enlightened. They're really connecting to the loving God that is the real God, because religion kind of portrayed him as vengeful but also unconditional loving. You can't have both. You can't have vengeful and unconditional. It's going to hit walls. It's not going to work. But how do I get rid of panic attacks and anxiety? Right here. It's called Goldstone. It's a stone and you can get it straight off the website, crystalcovespa.com. We have tons of crystals and very reasonable pricing. Like something like this would be $8. And it actually we have bigger ones. This is kind of a small one. But
that's what she said.
Yeah, she was like she said it's almost like it just suddenly came out to all my family. She goes, but maybe that's the push I needed. But see, those people are at a lower learning level because they feel like, and I feel like religion does this, if you don't do this, this, and this, then you're going to hell.
They're saying they're having a hard time hearing.
Oh, maybe I need to move it.
Someone asked something about dreams and hormones.
There. How do hormones play a part in dreams? Like, why do pregnant women have such intense dreams? Because you have a fetus, which is another soul there, and that soul is dreaming as well as the mother is dreaming.
Oh, wow.
So you got both dreams going on, and the mother's so connected to that soul because they're intertwined with a tube and several other things. That whole connection kind of spews all these dreams out that both ends are getting. The baby's getting them too.
Can you guys hear better?
I had a car crash the other day. It was a bad one, but I believe it happened for a reason. Kate, that's a great example. I actually had a very bad car accident in 2009. I talk about my experience a lot. This is why so many come to me. I passed away in 2009 from a very bad car accident. I crossed over and I experienced everything that so many people want, so many people here want to know. I know why we're here. We're not wasting our time. There is heaven. Heaven is very, very real. It's very amazing. I can go into more detail with it if you want me to. I thought I was gonna fall. But this is why I know everything I know, is because when I came back, the veil of amnesia wasn't there. It lifted for me. So I did have a very hard, and I told Amanda this today, I had a very hard time coming back here, because when you remember who you are in heaven, it's really hard to be here. So that veil of amnesia has to be attached to this earth, because you're not going to be able to do what you need to do here. And you guys don't get this. Nothing here is real. It's a divine matrix. It's for your soul to learn. You're off kind of at battle, at a type of universal battle of school, to kind of battle out your mind with your soul and kind of just go through this motion of learning. We think it's a battle, but actually it's enlightenment. I call it a battle because when you go back to heaven, it is like you came back from war. There's such a celebration that goes on, and they're like, oh my gosh, you made it through, because not too many souls have this pull to come here. They'll go to different realms, but all the souls that come here really want to skyrocket their reading. They really, or I'm not their reading, really want to skyrocket their spiritual understanding and their soul's understanding of learning. It's the Harvard of all the realms. It's the hardest to get through. You really have to keep coming back and taking the test over again until you pass. And that's what we're at right now. But there's a reason why we're here, okay? You're here to learn. There's no right, there's no wrong, there's no mistakes, there's no failures. There is just simply learning. You're an actor putting on a costume, okay? You're putting on a costume. This costume has to eat Earth's food, breathe its air, has to accommodate to this environment. And since the body was created here, it stays here. And what are you left with? The soul. And what I found was when I crossed was I didn't go up or down. I actually was blending with this world. It was kind of like this. I'm going to use a tissue. But the veil kind of looks like this see-through, iridescent, filmy thing. And I knew that there was you cannot cross this, okay? There was like an all-knowing, you don't cross this, because if you cross through this, you're Jesus, pretty much. I'm just gonna put it out there. You're at the ultimate learning of your spirituality is to be able to die, cross through the veil, and say, "Hey, I'm still here," okay, and tack the body back to the soul. So this veil goes like this, and I could see the crash. I could see everybody running around frantically trying to get me out of the car. I just knew that wherever I went, this veil kind of followed me. Like, it could go right through the car. If I wanted to go to the car, this veil followed me right through the car. If I wanted to go see somebody, I could walk right through them. But the veil kept me connected to that other side to separate me from this side. So the veil actually follows you, okay? It's like tortoise made of that material. I tried on several occasions. Okay, so Joan, okay, so your loved ones, you do get to see them, but I'm a little different in heaven. I'm not technically from here. There was a couple waves that came through. I'm part of the second wave of volunteers to come and help assist Earth. I'm a type of teacher in heaven. A lot of people that come to me say, you know, I feel like I've known you, I just recognize you. And this is hundreds of people that have told me this. And this is probably most likely because I taught you at some point in life, or in your soul life. But basically, when you go to heaven, you not only see, let's say, your father, okay, but also in a past life, your father was your sister, and maybe he was a cousin, and maybe he was a best friend. So you not only see the life you had with him, but also all the different lives you had with them, because there's this big picture here, okay, going on, where you're trying to get to a goal of learning, and all these people are assisting you, and you are assisting them. It's one connected family. That's why you come out, like Amanda, you know, I met Amanda, and I just knew we knew each other from past lives, and most of the time your family follows you from life to life. And kind of you guys switch roles, so now your mom's your dad and your dad is your sister. So
I was her husband.
She could not handle me.
Sorry, Justin.
Okay, let me see. Hi, Danielle.
Danielle.
Evelyn, you have to do it multiple times. Oh, I thought they were asking me a question. We'll do readings in a couple minutes. I kind of just want to talk to everyone that's coming in. But you guys have to understand, you guys are here learning. It's not about eating, sleeping, work, eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep. It's not about that. You are here to learn. So if you're getting, I'm going to kind of put it this way. Your guides are the people that are in your head talking. You're not having conversations with yourself. You're talking to your guides. They're the small voice. If they would use their voice, you'd think you're going schizophrenic. They have to use your voice to get through. When you wake up in the morning and you hear dwell in oneness. You're not the one thinking that. Your guide is telling you that. Okay, so you have to kind of distinguish between you and your guide. Yes, I was reincarnated actually several times. I've been to Earth a couple times. Actually, yeah, I can actually show you an example. Actually, no, I can't because they're on my phone.
So next time I do something inappropriate, I can say it's my guides.
No, because your guides won't make you do something inappropriate.
It was worth a try, guys.
Oh, God. But yeah, what I want to stress is, guys, your loved ones passed, but they're done with their missions. They've learned everything they needed to learn, and some of them leave early, some of them leave late. And when they leave early, they have to have some jolt hit their system because the soul has to let go of the body, okay? So something big has to hit them, like a car accident, gunshot, something to let the body let go, okay? So, and the ones that leave young usually are meant to touch many, many lives and then go, okay? So, no, you're not talking to yourself.
Someone asked, how do we know why we're here, what we're supposed to be learning?
Okay, now I always get the question, am I doing things right? Am I on my mission? Yeah, because you're here, you're doing your mission. If you weren't doing your mission, you wouldn't be here. So you are on your mission. How you choose throughout your life, that's how you're doing your mission. Okay, so you choose this, this, and this, and this, okay? Here's what I'm gonna do this real quick for you because I did it yesterday. So I'm gonna take the phone out of this container and I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show this to you guys real quick because it's so much easier to kind of do it this way. So can we move all that stuff there? I'm gonna move this over this like this. Okay, we're gonna flip the phone and I'm gonna show you how this works. Oh, hi Vader. Okay, so you have a soul contract. You came here with a soul contract, okay? Everything was mapped out, things that you wanted to learn, okay? So your soul contract is a big buffet of stuff. Pizzas, corn, chicken, okay? So you have all this variety of stuff you wanted to learn. Cancer, losing a best friend, making a best friend, having a ton of friends, having your dad, having your mom, having 3 kids, okay? All this is kind of mapped out, things that you wanted to learn. You're welcome, Laura. Oh, I'm hungry. Everyone has guides. Turin, I think that, or Latrain. No, you're fine, honey. That you found the video for a reason. You're here for a reason. So don't ever apologize. No question is stupid to me. Oh, thank you. I love him too. And there's Maxie over there. But yeah, no question is stupid. You're new to this. This is why I'm teaching it, okay? So your soul contract is one big map, okay? It's all over the place. It does not go linear like this, okay? So it doesn't go in alignment. So let's say, for example, you met your parent, you have your parents. So there's your parents, okay? So then your parents led you to this school over here, which led you to these 8 friends. And then their 8 friends led you to this event over here, which led you to these people over here that kind of skyrocketed your scholarship, and so on and so forth. Now you have all these choosings. Now, since you've decided to go and meet those people, go to those events, you are now creating your mission path. Okay? Every decision leads you on one straight path, okay? Now, there's multiple different ways of passing, but the path that you choose is the path that will create that outcome, okay? So, the occasional car accident, having cancer, so on and so forth. Now, however, since time here is so short, you are not going to get to a good portion of all that stuff, okay? So, now that we created our path, now you have to decide. Let's say, for example, you are about to make a decision and you have 3 choices, three places to go, okay? Which one are you going to choose? Oh, God, you're so silly. Okay, so Amanda points to this one. Why? Because she's thinking about it. She's thinking about it, and it seems to be the only path she thinks about other than these. So if you're thinking about it so much and you're being pulled in that direction, that's the direction you want to go. Why? Because that's what the way your guides are showing you in your soul contract. This is the best way to go because you're going to learn a lot more from that path.
If I don't pick this path, will I end up back at this path eventually?
You can. However, if you don't choose this path, it doesn't matter. There's no mistakes, there's no failures, there's no right or wrong. You're just going to learn from this path instead of this one. They're just saying that this one's going to be a lot easier on you. If you want to make it harder on yourself, you choose that one. Got it?
Because I think I should have chose this one, but I chose this one, and I'm wondering if I'll go back to that one.
You can, because remember how I said manifest and being mindful? It's putting it out into the environment. I want to go back to this one. If it's in your soul contract, it's doable.
I think a lot of people feel the same way.
Yeah, it is doable. And the fact that, and I get this all the time. Can I get that back real quick? The stand. Hold on real quick. I'm going to switch you guys around. Now, if you guys, what was I saying? I just totally lost my train of thought.
You're talking about manifest.
Okay, so if you manifest that, you have, if it's in your soul contract, they will make a way for you to make it happen. Now, here's where things get tricky. If you go, you know what, I don't have the money. Oh, I don't know, I have too many kids, I'm not going to be able to do that. That just tells me that you're not ready to learn from that other path. You're making up excuses, because if you really want to make it happen, you can. I've seen people that have 3 jobs, have a kid, 6 months, their kid's 6 months old, they're putting themselves through school just to get to that path. It might be hard, but you can get to it. But if you make excuses, then you're not going to. You're just going to keep yourself from going that way. Yeah, they're oracle cards. So you're in all of your soul contracts since we are watching you. Kimberly, not necessarily. It's only if you feel pulled to me, like as if you know me. There's other teachers in heaven. It's just I specifically teach specific stuff. Mine is mainly with people that may have gifts. I'm here to heighten those gifts, and people that didn't think they had a gift, I kind of push it out of their system. My vibration here is to push it out of your system so you take notice of it so that you can start practicing it. I tend to help with people that have volunteered to come here. I'm getting a lot of the galactic ones coming to me. I have a lot of kids. My youngest student is 5 years old that I mentor with his abilities. There's specific, okay, let's say, for example, you come across a psychic or a medium. So what? Who cares? They're a medium. Who cares? What makes them different? What makes them specific? Because nobody's gift is the same. Everybody's gifts are different. Mine specifically is I can talk to ICU patients. I can talk to the living and the dead no matter what era of time they're in. So I get called into ICU units a lot to help the family communicate with their loved one. And the only way this works is I have to hear specific details from that soul so that family knows I am talking to the person in the bed, okay? This is the only way this works. And the family will vouch yes or no and confirm, and I don't ever have problems with that. I get called to ICU units for a reason. See, Christy, right there, when you say daycare costs as much as part-time job, right there, you're just making an excuse to make something not happen in your life. I don't know what that is, but right there, you're saying I can't do it. The second you say I can't do it, it's not going to happen for you. You have to put it, you have to be mindful and say, not I want a car, I'm going to get a car. And I did that. I actually did that for 6 months. I said I wanted a car, and I got one. And I gave my old car to Justin because his broke down. So I've been pushing it out that we need to expand because the shop is getting so busy. Since I've signed contracts to do those 3 TV shows, the shop has been so crazy that people are having trouble moving around. And we had some clients leave because they couldn't take bumping into one another. So, and I wasn't expecting this to happen. I wasn't expecting, things to take off like this. It's been nuts. So I've been pushing it out. We need to expand both of the shops. And what happens this week? Tuesday. We're expanding, okay? It's being mindful. It's pushing out. I need this. Like, I'll give you an example. There's days, I'll admit, there's days I go into work and I'll go, I can't do readings today. I am so tired. I didn't sleep last night. I haven't slept for the last 3 days. I'm tired. I really don't feel like doing readings. And the next thing I know, we have maybe somebody doesn't show up. Maybe we have somebody that calls and says, I need to reschedule. And all of a sudden, my schedule kind of opens up and I'm like, thank you. I need that. I need today off. So it just makes its will happen. You know what I mean? Affirmations, right, exactly. Because I got to tell you guys, I know there's a lot of you out there that's, you know, just over the years have heard people just saying bad, negative stuff about you. You guys have to see this isn't you, okay? What they say about you is their perception. Your mom, your dad, your aunt, your friends, your sisters, your brothers all have a different perception of you. Amanda has a different perception of me than Yvonne, than somebody online. You all have different perceptions of each other. So why would you take that as word? Their perception. Why not take yourself as word, okay? Look at yourself as amazing. No matter what somebody says does not put in stone that that's who you are. You make who you are, okay? What I kind of try to do, it frustrates me, but I try to go, guys, you guys are so freaking amazing. If you were made in God's image, not his physical, but his soul image, and he did all this, and I mean, for God's sakes, guys, there's a ball floating in space, and nothing has hit it and destroyed it. And wait, how many billions and millennias? It's floating in space. Like, hello? If God can do this, imagine what you can do. You guys, come on, think about this.
You are beautiful and amazing, and you can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want. If you want to go get a new car, go get it. You have to push it out there. I'm doing this, and then I'm going to make it happen. I've seen people that had made like dream boards and like years later ended up in those places and didn't realize it until later when they went in the attic and was like looking at their dream board going, oh my God, I'm in the house that I have on my picture on my dream board. Like they're like, oh my God, I made it happen. Yeah, you're pushing it out.
Just wait, I'm gonna make it happen.
Anybody wanting, Sherry, like for example, if you're looking to get an evaluation done on your gifts, which is, you know, mainly why a lot of people come to me, it's 300 questions. I'm not going to ask you all 300. I'm going to listen to your guides and they're going to tell me which ones. And we actually did an evaluation live yesterday. You can go to my page. There's 3 different videos. I've done readings all day yesterday where I brought you guys literally into my private reading area at the shop. And you got to watch exactly how a reading is done.
That's
okay?
Cool.
And I wasn't expecting it, but the girl was like, can I get an evaluation? I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'm doing an evaluation online. Like, people are seeing how it works. And I got to, you know, you guys got to see how an evaluation is done, what their guides are asking me to ask them. I already knew the answers, but I need them to kind of confirm, because sometimes there's, like, them not understanding, and they're not seeing what I'm seeing.
Cheater.
So
I'm never.
Yeah, I can't. You guys can't play board games and stuff with me.
I remember playing Clue with you. I played Clue with her one time, and it was the worst experience of my life. She can't turn it off. Like, don't play a board game with her. I followed her in every room though. Remember that?
I knew who it was the whole time.
That it wasn't fair.
That's hysterical. So, if you guys want an evaluation, you can go to the website, thedivinemedium.com, and it's DIVINE, divinemedium.com, and you can go to the readings tab, but you have to scroll down on the readings tab. The readings are down there, and then you click on the evaluation. On the readings, I know a lot of people are weary about doing an online reading. I've done them all over the world, Ireland, Africa, Singapore. I have a client in Singapore. They all do these online, and it's transcripted. So I actually leave you guys pictures of how this works, okay? It's just like I'm talking to you through Messenger, and everything's documented. And you'll know, because the way I'm describing things, you're going to know it's your family, or you're going to know it's your life. It's super easy, and I give you guys examples in the pictures on the readings of how it works, okay?
Who decides what you come back as?
You do. Your free will is intact at all times. God gave you your free will at all times. You choose what you want to come back. Now, here's what I find with souls. Now, you have your whole contract, and you know, your guides are taking a look at it. God's taking a look at it, and he says, That's a lot of stuff. You sure you want to do all this? And you're like, yeah, because you're like an eager soul. You're like, I really want to learn. I want to do this. So he's like, all right, you sure? And you're like, yeah. And then you get here and you're like, what the did I just get into? What did I just do? What did I just do? So now all this stuff's hitting you at once. All these things are happening. And I get people coming to me all the time going, why is this all happening? Yeah, it's not happening just out of the blue. You're making it happen because you wanted to learn like this.
You picked it.
Because here's the thing that I find with eager souls. They don't want to waste their time here. They actually are very smart, but they don't want to waste their time here. Why come here if it's going to be fluffy puppies and roses? There's no need for it. You can go to another realm and do that. Why waste your time coming to the most, how do I want to put this? The most difficult, tragic realm. This realm is very young. We're not even out in space yet. Okay, guys, we're like still in the caveman section to the rest of the universe. That whole Star Trek thing is actually going on. They have Earth. This is them over here. They're having it up. They're doing all their things. And here's us all the way over here. Okay, they want nothing to do with us. Why? Because Earth is still killing their own people. They're still hurting themselves. They're hurting other people. They want nothing to do. They don't want that chaos over here. So they are saying to themselves, you know what, we're going to keep Earth in timeout till it's ready to grow, elevate, enlighten, and then we'll pull them in. And there's going to be this navigation where the new Earth kind of takes place, and the enlightened ones, the ones that are kind of not, I don't want to say coming awake, but kind of has the veil lifted off them, will merge into, like, where do you think the Mayans went? They all suddenly just disappeared. They didn't just disappear. They merged and went and crossed over. Okay, they went to where the new Earth is. Okay. Kim, a lot of you guys say that, but you know what? I gotta congratulate Kim and you know, most of the people that are very eager souls. Like Amanda's one of them. I have to congratulate you guys. You guys really did great jobs with your soul contract. You don't think that you did, but you really did. Like, I congratulate you guys, because not a lot of people do that. Not too many souls will take on a lot. Like, that's where you get like you might get the people that have a lot of money. They're the ones that aren't really wanting to learn. Okay, they kind of want to feel it out before they take on a whole lot and go back to heaven and go, okay, give me some more. I want to try some more. It was too easy last time. Let's give me some more. The ones that are struggling with money and things like this, I feel really, I have to congratulate them, because they really wanted to get in the thick of it. They wanted to see what it was like to kind of figure out how to use the money here. Maybe they have a sick relative and they really want to learn how to take care of them, and that relative is really negative and very nasty with their words, and you know, and you have to make a decision. Do you stick around and deal with that, or do you pull away and go, you know what, I want to learn a different way? And they have loved ones around them, but I'm just going to pull away for a little bit because I need a breather. This is too much for me. So and you have the free will to do that.
The people that pick those contracts, or that have the tougher life, does that mean maybe they didn't learn last time, or it was easier?
No. Okay, Maria's saying in some cases, but I've seen eager souls just keep getting in the thick of it. Like, they just keep repeating and coming back and doing hard, difficult things. Yeah, because the more you learn, like, okay, for example, we don't have bodies in heaven. There's no reason for it, because we're not procreating, we're not making babies. That's for realms that make, you know, babies and things, to grow their societies. We don't need that in heaven. So we're just lighted beings walking around. But those lighted beings have this urge to want to learn and understand God more. And the best way to do that is through love and peace, because that's what he is. He's the core of it. And God doesn't want to force us to love him. He wants us to understand why we do. So he says this, are you going to really learn if somebody, okay, let's say, for example, you come and tell me about this amazing experience, like you saw this angel come down and he rescued this dog from being hit by a car, and you're like, oh, wow, that sounds great. I'm not going to get it because I wasn't there.
Right.
It's the experience.
You have to be there.
Yeah, you have to be there. You have to experience it to get it.
Someone said that they feel stuck. Like, I don't know what they meant by that, and now, I don't know who said that.
Stuck beings, from what I gather and what I experienced, most stuck beings are simply at a crossroads where they're kind of sticking themselves in this like stale mode, kind of like a car that's broken down. Okay, Maria's saying, you know, there's things that make the car go. So like oil, maybe it needed gas, maybe it needed a new alternator, maybe it needed a new engine. So what happens with a soul when they get into that state is they get so comfortable that they're afraid to move. So then they feel stuck. And if you're letting fear kind of control you, you're not going to make things happen. You have to kind of pull yourself out, you know, put your big boy, you know, big girl and big boy pants on and say, you know what, I need to make a change. I need to do something to pull out of it. So what can I do? Do I need to take a class? Do I need to get away from who's it over here? Because maybe they're dragging me down. Maybe I'm not making enough money and that's why I'm not moving. So, there's a grocery store down the street. Maybe I can try that. Just anything that will kind of just get you out of this rut, because who's to say that grocery store doesn't get you to another job that is more amazing, because maybe you're meant to meet somebody at the grocery store that leads you to this like amazing job, and they're like, you know what, you do money really well. I see how you're doing the math with the cash register and thing. I need somebody like you. Or maybe your personality kind of pops out. Like your personality is like amazing. I could see a bunch of people saying, you should come work for me. Mm-hmm. Like, you're funny. We need that. Do you know what I mean? These things, you can't just stay in your house and get stuck. You got to go do something, because your guides are going to lead you to somebody or something else that's going to lead you to that pebble, and then that other pebble leads you to that other pebble. Do you see? It's a ripple effect.
Your guide is putting something in your head. So, like, so-and-so says they're stuck at their job. They've been there. They don't like their job, but they're there because that's what they know.
Right.
So then I'm watching TV and I see a commercial for something, and that commercial's on over and over again.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something that,
yeah,
you know,
it's them pushing you. It's the same thing with loved ones. When you hear the same song over and over again, the first person you think of, that's the one that's showing it to you. Anytime you get a sign, that the first person you think of that passed away, that's the one that's showing it to you. You keep seeing a bird. Maybe you pick up random coins all the place. This is somebody, and I feel like that's for somebody, like a male keeps leaving random coins for a female that's still here, and he keeps repeating dad. So I'm thinking somebody's father leaves coins out, because I see him like kind of throwing them.
Synchronicity.
Yeah, and he's going, look, I'm leaving you pennies from heaven. Look, look. So it's kind of funny.
Someone's getting pennies.
Yes, Jennifer, there is. It's the evaluation that I give you, okay? I can find all these things out through the evaluation.
So if you find a coin, then that's the first person. Because people are saying, my dad, my uncle does that.
That's the first person you think of. If you hear a song on the radio, don't listen to the song. Listen to the lyrics, because they're trying to show you something in the lyrics that they're trying to convey to you.
Is this only people that are past, or does this work for people like that are no longer in my life, but they're alive?
Wait, rephrase that. Rephrase that, because I didn't understand it.
Does that happen? Is it only for when people are passed away? Or what if, like, I don't know, I moved and I knew all these people and now they're not here anymore? Can they give me signs too? Because they're not dead. Does that make sense?
Okay, so let's say it makes sense, but let's say, for example, what sign are you getting that the first person you think of, that's the sign?
But that's what I'm saying.
Because here's the thing. If you were made in God's image, and he can be everywhere, so can you. So your living self can send your other living friend a sign saying, I'm thinking of you. That's a soul, it's called a soul-on-soul pull. That's what they call it on the other side. It's a soul-on-soul pull.
Oh, you think about me all the time. Soul-on-soul pull.
My dad leaves me dollar bills. Jill, you must be rich.
I know, right? Jill, tell your dad to leave me a $1 bill.
I just have to stress you guys. You guys are all amazing. I need, like, a lot of these people that are on here tonight. You really have to look in the mirror and see what God sees, not what everybody else sees. You have to literally see yourself in heaven. Like, who were you in heaven, and how can you bring part of that self here to help you. A lot of you have lost confidence, self-esteem. You just let fear kick up a notch. Fear is so dark based, it's not even funny. Fear, and this is what the funny thing is. Fear is like back here controlling the crap out of you like you're a puppet. And you're going, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that. This thing is controlling you. How do you not go like, hey, get the F away from me, I'm gonna go do this, and I'm not gonna listen to you anymore. You gotta let go of fear. You gotta let go of, okay, let's say, for example, you had somebody pass, okay? There's two things I wanna point out. Somebody passed. Let's say it was your grandmother. And now you feel bad because you weren't around a lot, okay? I know. And you weren't around a lot. And now you feel bad because you weren't around a lot. All these things are laid out the way they're supposed to. Stop beating yourself up. Your loved ones know what's in your heart over on the other side. God knows what's deep down going on in your mind. We don't talk with this in heaven, we talk with this. So anything coming into your brain and your mind is with your soul, your brain is with your body. So anything coming into your mind, they already know. There's nothing going on here that they don't hear. So you cannot slip one over on them. They're gonna know. So if you keep talking here, your loved ones are gonna hear you. Just keep talking. They do talk back. It's just a lot of you don't pay attention to it. Your loved ones talk to you here all the time. Your guides all the time. Everyone has guides. Everyone has angels. And this is how the rules are, okay? So let's say, for example, I'm going to show you the rules of how this works. Because, see, if you don't ask, they can't intervene because of your free will. So if you don't ask the right angels to help you, the right guides to help you, you're not going to get done what you need to get done. So let's say, for example, you're about to get in a car accident, okay? Here, I'm going to use my square cards on this. So you have, this is your car, and this car's coming right at you, okay? Now, freeze the scene. Over here, you see Grandma out of the corner of your eye. You get out of the car accident. Now you're going around telling people, Grandma got me out of this accident. It's not what happened, okay? This is what happened. Let's go back to the scene. This car's coming at you. You see Grandma. What happens is, you're in the car, you're driving, okay? You see Grandma. Now all of a sudden, you hear in your mind, turn the car. You freeze, you don't, okay? So what happens is, your guides put in your mind to turn the car, you don't. Your angels come down and intervene on your behalf and move the car out of the way. Your grandmother got a signal off into your soul contract that said to her, okay, you're about to go into this accident, everything's gonna be fine, everything's gonna be okay. Who are the guides? Okay, your guides, there's a free gift on my website where I walk you right to them. It's a meditation. No, you're not making up anything.
It's amazing.
Go to the website, thedivinemedium.com, click the free gift, and the meditation is yours for free, and I walk you right to them. You will get to see what they look like and what their name is, okay? Now what happens is, this beacon that went off in your soul contract, your grandmother got. Because why? Because she's there to support. This is the rules. Your guides guide. Your angels intervene, and your loved ones simply support. Angels are not guides. They are a totally different species. They cannot guide you on something they've never experienced. Only souls can take on lives like this. Go ahead.
Stephanie.
How do you cut an energetic tie with someone for good? It's called a detox healing, and I do them at my shop, and I can do them online as well. And here's the thing, guys, when I do a detox cut, because here's what happens. You have past lives, and you've got people in your life from past lives. And if you keep repeating, like you feel like this is a bad relationship, but you keep going back and you keep going back and you're not learning, eventually you're going to get to heaven, go through the life review and go, you know what, me and you, we're not learning. Every life we go through, it's just toxic. We are not compatible in learning this. We're never going to get to 5th grade because we're not passing 4th. So this isn't working anymore. So there is a way to cut that cord so you don't have to keep repeating with them. I've done it multiple times. I do ask for permission first before I do it, okay? Now the side effects to this is migraines, back pain, and a little bit of nausea. So this is how you know it's actually working, because right after I'm done with it, you'll feel it. You also feel like a pull, and it hurts in your back. So it's like almost like the pain is in the core of your body, right here in the center, or even like right in here. And it aches. And I can cut that cord so it doesn't do anymore. And the reason that you keep getting sucked back into the relationship is because of this cord. And sometimes you're not even around them and you can feel them like talking about you or thinking about you, and you just get this like icky feeling over you. Okay. Danielle, Maria's telling me some can. They're just not going to know what it is. They're just going to think that they're down with the flu or something. So it just depends. Thanks, Amanda.
You're welcome.
D, we don't call them, heaven doesn't call them star seeds. That was something that like Earth humans made up. These are just souls that took on a volunteership. The children that are heightened now, that have the extra DNA going on that God gave them to kind of come in without the veil so thick on them, those are the third wave, okay? Only the second wave volunteers can pull in a third wave. No one else can do that. Like my Eden is a third wave. I pulled her in by being the second wave. Now how this works is the atomic bomb went off in the 1940s, okay? Right around the 1940s, this bomb went off and a beacon went off in heaven. Somebody needs to go to Earth and stop them. We can't just start showing up. Ooh, ooh. Okay? That's intervening on a universal policy. Other realms cannot be intervening on other realms, okay? So that's the universal law unless they're asked for help, okay? So they came in through the body. It was easier this way, okay? It's easier on us to come through and help you this way and to look like you guys so that you can be more comfortable with us being here, okay? So in 1940, the atomic bomb went off here. And slowly after that, you start seeing this incline of people coming in, babies coming in, right around the 1950s. Right around the 1960s, if you guys remember right, the peace and love, that was the first wavers. They came in with no karma attached. The first wave, the beacon went out that was asked that none of these souls had karma attached. So karma basically just means, let's say for example, I get thrown into a surgery and I'm getting handed all these tools. I'm gonna stand there going, I don't know what I'm doing, okay? Because I didn't study surgery in college and I didn't study to be a surgeon. It's the same thing. Throwing somebody into this realm without karma attached is like throwing a lamb to the wolves. It is psychotic to do that. But they did it, okay? They wanted to see if the non-karmatic souls could help. The non-karmatic souls just simply mean they've never left heaven, they've never left God, and they've always stayed stuck right by the angels and God and never left. Then right around the 1970s, you see this heightened rate of suicide. Those souls didn't know what they got themselves into and just wanted out. They were like, this is way too much, I gotta go, I gotta go. Now there's only a few of the 1950s, 1960s babies that are from first wave that are still here. Now the second wave came in after them. It was almost like the first wave kind of laid the groundwork and the second wave, us, came in. Now second wave does have karma attached. We know what we're doing, however we know how karma works, so we're not going to tend to get married or have kids. And if we have kids, we're pulling in third wave so that the third wave can start their vibration. And the third wave is the kids that are playing Chaplin, they're seeing Jesus, they're telling you all kinds of stuff that they're seeing in the house that you are not. These are the third wave.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot. Where did it go?
Now this might sound like your children, and it would take an evaluation to figure that out. And it's very easy, it doesn't take very long, maybe hour and a half, and we can figure all that out, especially with you guys. Now there's a lot of you that are here that probably are saying, now I'm gonna kind of go over a little checklist real quick with the second wavers, because there's not gonna be too many of the first wave. There's a ton of second wave here. You look at the sky and you see one specific spot, or you see the whole thing as enjoyable. There's one or two spectrums. That way I'll be able to tell you which galactic realm you're from. Second, you burrow when you sleep. You have texture issues. You don't like soft with grainy. Your feet are constantly cold. Your hands heat up. You sometimes will astral project. You will sometimes slow down time. You might speed up time. You have gaps of time that are missing. You are dreaming of aliens. You wake up with marks on your body. Marks that don't hurt, that don't scare you, but just seem kind of weird. You're laying in bed and you see an alien and then you fall asleep. Okay, just there's different questions I can ask you that will, okay, Maria's chiming in. You feel like the sheep. No matter where you're at, even in your own house, you don't feel comfortable. You feel out of place. You feel like you don't belong, okay? These are the things that I will look for within your evaluation. These are just some questions I will ask, and I will know on the spectrum if you were volunteer and where you may have come from.
What happens if a second or third wave come here but don't find their path to help with increasing the vibration?
Now that's the thing. Second wave and third wave came in with a vibration. So you're not necessarily supposed to do anything, but just be. I hear it all the time when people come around me. When they come around me, they'll inbox me like the next day or that day and say, you know, my back was hurting and my back isn't hurting now. Like from coming to see you at your shop. Or I'll have somebody come to me like maybe a week later and say, you know, after I left your shop, I'm starting to see angels. Is that something? Yeah, that means that you had a gift or you had an ability in connection to those angels. Now you're seeing it because that's what my vibration was. See, my specific vibration, now these are just in vibrations in general. My specific vibration was to open people's gifts, help them to hear their guides, to get to know their guides. But my main one, and this has to do with some of my past lives, was to open the doors to the Catholic Church and to shine a light on those churches. Not all these churches are being condemned and broken down, but the message I came in with was these walls will come tumbling down. His people will no longer be caged in by what they're doing. There was a vibration. You guys can actually check back on, I'm guessing you can probably look on Google, but right at 2009, I came in. It's a long story, but what I'm called is a walk-in. She left, I came in, because we don't want to waste our time coming in as babies. We're coming in through the body, and we're not wasting the body, we're not wasting the mission. So when I came in at 2009, my vibration was to push out a light onto these churches so that no more children were to get hurt and no more adults were getting hurt, you know, in connection to this, parents, family, things like this. So right around the time I came in, you actually will start to see after 2009 all these doors breaking open and all these cases coming to the surface, because that was one of my jobs. And there's actually 5 others that were supposed to do the same thing in other parts of the earth. It was a collected grid that was set up. I'm part of one of the grids that were set up to break down the walls of the Catholic Church and to put these priests away.
Do you know these other people?
Yeah, I do. But I'm not allowed to say their names because I can't surface who they are.
I don't want you to say that.
I'm choosing my free will to come out and talk about it. I'm not going to give them up because they haven't given their free will up to come out. So that's really up to them to do that. But that was my goal. One of the things I want to kind of point out is the letter A at the end of a prayer. I suggest you guys stop using it. That is a demonic being that specifically his job, his mission, his contract is to keep secrets within the Catholic Church. He's the keeper of hidden secrets and to hide things. And since it's embedded in the prayers in the Catholic Church, you are giving that prayer to that being instead of saying in Jesus' name to give to Jesus to do with whatever he wants with it. So I keep giving everyone the heads up. Do not say that word at the end. There's a reason why that specific word was put at the end. It doesn't make sense in the English language. It doesn't go with any other words. Do you see where this kind of aligns?
Right.
Yeah, it's because it's a name of a being. That's why.
Someone asked about, is there a correlation between the third wave and like autism?
Yes, they don't actually have autism. It's specifically their vibration. Their vibration is very high, so it comes off like almost like ADHD, OCD. They're just very high vibrational, and because here's the thing, you have to have a very high vibration to get to the next realm, the realm of peace, the realm of love, the realm of non-violence. It's a very calming realm, and we have to get to it, and the only way to get to it is the high vibration. That's why all of a sudden 532 hertz, 724 hertz, these high tone binaural beats are coming to the surface, because we need to align you all to that vibration. And the only way to do that is to get you guys to listen to these tones to get you there. It's kind of like taking a flight. You're getting on a plane and you're taking a flight. You have to be at that specific vibration to get to that height to fly out, okay? I'm not going to say the A word, Shawnee. Just think about the Catholic Church and the A word at the end of a prayer that everyone says. And I would suggest nobody typing it out, okay? Because you're giving it credence. I refuse to give names to these things, because then it makes them surface, and I'm not doing that.
Everyone's just commenting stuff. There's no questions right now.
Okay. Again, with the words like indigo, starseed, these aren't words that heaven correlates with. It's just the children of the new age, the children of the new earth. They don't have a title. See, that's the thing with earthlings and humans. They like to, okay, yeah, see, Tana, please don't write the word. I'm going to kind of just delete that right now. It's okay. I'm just going to delete it. Thank you. Okay.
Someone keeps on asking about this mental illness. What's mental illness have to do? I don't know. She asked a long time ago. Now she just said, "What about mental
illness?" Is there a specific question with it? Like if the kids have mental illness? Mental illness is more along the lines of soul contract learning. Like somebody that maybe might have depression or, and that's not even a medical illness.
Patricia, what's your question about mental illness?
But what I want to try to say is, you know, people here want to put titles on things because they want to better understand it. What I found from coming here from earth, or from coming here from heaven, was a lot of people like to categorize and title things like number the buildings and name the streets, and which is good. It keeps organization, but it's almost so like everything has to be separated and categorized. Like Moxham is separate from Johnstown, and like and these are two different areas, and if you go to that area it's bad and the other area is better. Like it's just, yeah. Bipolar is kind of like, yes, a soul contract learning. It doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean that person's bad. It just means that that person's struggling with a human body experience that they wanted to learn from. Now, when somebody has bipolar, you have to, the whole point of being here is to, and this is what you're going to get asked in your soul contract is, how did you show love? How did you gain love? That is what they ask. They don't ask you what denomination you were. They don't ask you where. There was no desk that said, "Hey, Catholic, this way," or "Hey, what are you? Are you Democratic? Are you Republican?" Who the freak cares? I'm in heaven. Like,
what's your favorite color? Someone asked about addiction.
Okay, addiction is another form of learning. I don't see these people as bad. I see them as struggling. Now, you will find that some souls will cross over and be returned because they're saying to them, "Listen, you're not learning this right. You're chewing up your body's energy. You're actually handing your mission over so that you can do this. You don't want to do that. So we're going to give you another chance." And sometimes they'll even get 2 chances. Like God will say, "You know what? We've given you 2 chances. You do this again. We're going to bring you home. We're going to recollect you. We're going to heal you up, and you're going to figure something else out to do. This obviously is overcoming you. Let's take a step back and do something easier, and we'll build your soul up to try it again."
Is that in your soul contract? Mm-hmm. Like you put in your soul contract, I am gonna have an addiction?
Yes, and I go over this all the time. Like I picked my mother, you know, I picked my dad. Well, I didn't, she did. But,
I get that.
Yeah. I
know, but yeah, that's so then.
Like your mom, like
my mom picked addiction, like
right. And Justin, some of Justin's family has, and some of my family has, and you okay, I'll give you an example. This is a great example. This lady asked me, I have so many people that committed suicide. Why do I have so many people that committed suicide? It's so simple. Because you committed suicide in a past life, and now that you're in this life, all these people around you committed suicide. Why? Because you were supposed to learn what happens after you commit suicide.
Oh, wow.
That's why. No.
So I was an addict?
Uh-huh. Now you're seeing the after effects of what happens with an addict.
So Justin was an addict, or so-and-so was an addict
Yes.
in a past life, and
Now they're learning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's kind of like this. Let's say, for example, you have a mom and a son, and the son's retarded. You know this, you know, analogic that I use, or this fable. So you have the mother, and you have the son, and the son has Down syndrome, and the mother isn't very nice, okay? So mom dies, son dies, and now they're in their life review together. Because, okay, after somebody passes, do you kind of remember getting old memories that you didn't think of in a long time just surface with that loved one that passed? This is because, again, if you're made in God's image and you can be everywhere, so can and He can be everywhere, so can you. So part of your soul is in heaven doing that life review with that soul, and you're getting the memory downloaded while you're going through it with them, okay? So this is what happens. So both souls are up doing the life review, and the mother feels everything she did to the son. And she says, you know what? I feel so bad. I want to make it up to you. How is that bad? When they say, I want to make it up to you, I'm going to tell you why. Because here's what happened. When she says, I want to make it up to you, mom comes in, son comes in, same roles. How are they learning? It's not until they flip roles that they learn. Now son is mom, mom is son. Now they're learning. That's how karma works. Karma's not supposed to be bad. It's supposed to be learned from.
Does that mean we flipped roles?
Yes, you flip roles.
Someone asked about why you're talking about suicide. Then why would they still be suicidal?
Okay, suicides tend to see themselves taking on too much, or they feel like they're a burden to others, so they will find a way out. And that's okay. They go through what's called a healing area. It's they call it plateau. It's not bad. It's just very desolate, very downplayed, very grayish. I actually had one suicide. Well, not one suicide, but I had one lady that was very negative past and went there, and she said it was very peaceful. She said I was just standing in dark. It was very peaceful, and I heard this voice tell me I had to go back. She goes, I could tell I wasn't really in heaven, but I was like an in-between. And that's where suicides mostly go. But I did have one suicide that sat in front of me. She had a scar down her chest. She shot herself in the chest. She crossed over, and her mom said, no, you can't have the easy way out. You go back. You need to go back and finish it out.
So did they come back right away?
Yep. And she came back and sat in front of me and said, my mom made me come back. Like, she didn't make her come back, but she was just like, listen, you can't take the easy way out. You need to go back. And she was like, all right.
So do these people come back like I came here like a normal person, or do they come back like you, like a walk-in kind of?
I would be able to tell if they're a walk-in by the questions I ask them.
They can come in like,
yeah.
So they're not starting over at beginning.
Walk-ins tend to only come if there's a tragic event where there's an accident, they hit their head, or they pass in their sleep, and all of a sudden they change.
Okay.
Like, drastic changes come over them. Like, maybe, for example, they were abusive and all of a sudden they're really sweet and caring and loving. That's a walk-in. They just switched out with someone.
So what happens to the other person?
They're still alongside the mission. They just can't intervene on it.
So they're still with you? Like, she's still
with you? Because I'll say memory. I'll get memories, and I'll start talking about the memory, and I'll hear her behind me going, that's not your memory. And I'll go, all right, calm down. Like, I'm just telling your story. Why are you getting all upset about it? So yeah, I feel this uncomfortableness, like when I'm talking about something, and like maybe I'm talking about her mom and her, I'll get this, like, you know when somebody's like behind you and you feel like really uneasy, like, what are they doing back there? Yeah, I get that, like, heavy, like, like, shut up, stop talking about my life. So yeah, and Eden picked up on it. We were driving from a group reading one night, and she said, she sat there beside me, and she said, I know you're not my mom. And I was like, how do you know? And she said, well, there was a time before the accident, a time after the accident, and a time after your depression. She said, you were different. You're not the mom I know. So I was like, it kind of threw me because I didn't know what to do after that. I kind of was just like, I still love you. I still have her memories of you, so it makes me love you even more.
Wow, that's weird that she...
Oh, yeah, you can ask her. Yeah, you can ask her about it.
Someone asked who you were before the accident.
Well, the name you see, Christina Watts, that was her. But anytime I say the name, it doesn't feel right. And I said that, and Giselle Perry, do you know her?
Mm-hmm.
She inboxed me like here, I'll actually show it to you. It's really interesting.
Do you know what your name is?
Yeah.
Can you share your name or no?
No, I don't. I haven't gotten confirmation to do it yet, so I'm kind of just waiting. Let me find Giselle, because it's so interesting how she recorded this.
There's someone you were talking about this today. Why do electronics act weird around me?
And I just went over this with somebody. Okay, so Amanda asked me, why do souls use electronics? And it's like this. It's like how we have our bodies here. It needs to eat food to kind of get it. I mean, if you stop eating food, you're going to die. So you're eating food and you're making your body go. It's the same thing with souls. They need a type of electronic wavelength, an electromagnetic wave to kind of feed off of to get their point across that they're in the room. So they'll pull off the TV and the TV will flicker. The lights will flicker. Your phone will freeze. Your phone will start doing cattywampus. Maybe your phone starts calling somebody weird, or maybe you get a call and nobody's on the other end. These are all things that they use as a battery to kind of get their energy going. Here, I'm going to show them this. This is right.
Oh my God!
This is right after I had said on the live feed, I think it was Friday, about how I didn't feel comfortable saying that name anymore, and I was thinking about changing it. And this is what she said.
It's so hilarious that I never ever want to call you Christina. Isn't that funny? Since the first day, it's always hard for me to say your name, which is really simple. I always want to stumble over. I don't know why. And for you to say that on live feed today was just like, wow. Okay, I'll talk.
That's why I just call you baby.
So that's I just thought that was neat that, I said that, and she picked up on it too, that, I even feel weird calling you that name. Yeah, because it's not mine. And I don't know how. I have to feel out how to fix it, how to change it.
Someone asked if you were with Justin before the accident.
She was. She's known him since she was 6, but I have a good portion of those memories still, if that's kind of weird. And the funny thing is, it was a month to the day that her favorite aunt passed away, that he was sitting in front of me, and I felt this jolt to go right to him. And we've been together ever since. It's been 6 years now.
So are you attracted to him, or is she attracted?
I'm very attracted to him.
Who is it?
I'm very attracted to him.
Is it him or her?
No, it's definitely me. It was her at first, because I felt this jolt between them. And then I was just kind of like sitting there like, okay, I guess this is happening. So I was like, man, this is really going to mess up my mission, but I'm going to go with whatever they're giving me. And ever since then, I fell in love with him.
So does she, do you have conversations with her?
Yeah, I mean, she still gets to enjoy him.
Okay.
But she's in heaven, so that those attachments aren't there anymore.
Okay.
But she made me feel and remember things. Like, while I was with him, I would get visions of her running around, chasing him around her aunt's yard, going, I'm going to marry you, I'm going to marry you. So I get those memories all the time, and he was so embarrassed. Like, she embarrassed the shit out of him.
That's funny.
But I grew to love him very strongly. Like, he's everything to me. I want to call you Donna Joe. What?
We're going to have a contest. Let's pick a new name for her.
Well, her aunt's name is Donna, so that's kind of funny.
That is really funny. Do you actually know who she is?
Oh, yeah, because I had already agreed to come in at a certain time, that if she didn't finish off, that I would. I still, get this spark of passion when I see a cop car and an accident, and I've got into action, and I know that the action isn't me. It's almost like her training kicks in, and I don't have to do anything. Like, it just takes over. But I am a type of soldier in heaven. So when it comes to protecting somebody from a bullet or something, I'll jump in front of it. It's just a mechanism in me that say, for example, somebody's at knife point, I'll just jump right in front of it and get rid of it. But with her, it was like, if somebody was already injured, I knew what to do. I knew what to say to the cops. I knew what to say to the ambulance. One ambulance showed up and handed me gloves. That's the logo that came out of the 911 accident. There was an accident in a bar. And this lady found out I had a seizure. And I went right into action. I put her on her side. I had somebody call the ambulance, and I'm talking to them through speaker. I'm giving them like logos, like alpha, like her age and stuff. And they came in and handed me gloves thinking I was like an officer or something.
But you didn't. But you personally don't know.
That was her past. Yeah,
coming.
that was her past. But I still have the database, because it happens with walk-ins is they get a small download so that they know how to feel, kind of remember who. Like if I came in with amnesia, I would be like, I don't know who you are. Like I wouldn't even know how to do the mission. So I would have to remember who her daughter is, you know, who this person is, who the parents are, you know, how does she feel about them. So it's almost like I only need this part of her brain or her memories, and this part I don't really need, like her childhood, her favorite thing was growing up. Like those, I don't have any of those memories. And actually, as I grow, those memories actually, more and more of those memories will dissipate. And that's why I have such short-term memory, because I'm not meant to hold on and contain memories like that. That's something that she was supposed to do.
When I give you the name Jackie, what comes into mind? Kennedy? Sorry.
That's you. I would have went with, is that Jackie O'Neill? Is that the same? Who's Jackie O'Neill? Is that the same person?
Yeah. What do you think, Christina? You ready?
Yeah, why not? We did a little talkings. Okay. Let's see. All right.
Or should I call you?
Oh my god. Now see.
It is weird because I do always want to call you Chrissy.
That's what the family calls me.
I know.
I'm adding these people in case we pull them on as a reading.
Okay.
Because I can't pull them on if they're not friends. Okay, so we're getting rid of all that. So I need to go back to my page. Oh my god, my leg hurts. Okay, Stephanie Curtis was the first one. Is she on?
We were gonna pick Stephanie Curtis. Are you on?
You have to be on the live feed to get read. Do I need my glasses on?
Stephanie Curtis. Where were you? Oh, they're on your head.
There she is.
There she is.
Okay, so do we go here?
You have to pick her.
Okay, so find. Okay, so you have to find. Oh, wait, there she is. Wait, where'd she go? She was just right there. There she is. All right. Okay, wait, is this up? Let's put this up. Holy crap, there she is.
Hi, Stephanie.
Welcome.
We were just talking about you.
We were just talking about you.
I said that Stephanie Curtis has to be the first reading. You can't see me. Does that weird? You can't see me, but you can hear me.
No.
I like
no.
that.
I can see your elbow. Does that
count? There's hi.
There she is. There's Amanda.
Okay.
Okay, couple things, Stephanie. You are feeling bored. You're not at rest. You're not resting. I'm almost feeling like, are you having like, when you lay down, are you having trouble breathing? Almost like is it like a type of wheezing that I'm hearing? What's going on with the chest with your laying down?
Well, when I lay down, I do have like pressure and stuff when I lay down on my chest.
Okay. Are you hearing wheezing or anything like that?
Well, I do have asthma.
Okay. Okay. Are you feeling bored lately and running out of patience?
Yeah. Yeah.
And are you in the midst of making a decision? Because I keep seeing choices for you and you having to make a decision.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the midst of having to make a decision.
And you don't want to make that decision, do you?
No.
I see like this shadow effect where you're night and day, or somebody's night and day with you, and it's somebody that you're in spiritual union with. So this could be husband, mother, somebody close to you, but it's somebody that you're night and day with, and you have to make a decision, and you won't move your feet, but they want you to.
Well,
it's causing a disruption. That's all I'm saying is it's causing a disruption.
I don't need a disruption.
You don't need a disruption. Do you want to ask a specific question?
It's kind of like job, like, what am I supposed to be doing for my job? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm in turmoil with my job currently.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to ask you. What's the two choices you have? And which one are you drawn to the most? Which one do you think about the most?
1, 2.
Or leaving?
That was not message.
Yep. Leaving. And where do you think about the most? Leaving?
Stephanie, you and I are on the same page. Call me. We'll talk.
Here's what I keep getting.
She tells.
Here's what I keep getting. This is mud. This is Stephanie. Ugh. Ugh. You can't get yourself out of the mud. You can't get yourself to move.
Do you need an anchor? I'll pull.
It's almost kind of like you're going past the due date on it, and it's starting to get kind of like toxic. Like, this needs to go. So is that where you're at now? You want to leave, but you can't? Sorry, you froze. Is that where that's where you're at? Okay. So, what do you feel? What do you think's maybe stopping you?
Fear. It stops anyone.
She keeps freezing.
Am I still there?
Wait.
You froze. Can you repeat that?
What'd you say?
Yeah.
But what did you say?
You're freezing. I wanted to show.
And I'm going to kind of explain this to you. This goes hand in hand with Amanda.
Stephanie!
The money might be amazing, but the feeling you get waking up is what's going to...
Why is she a robot?
Wait, what, honey? Oh, she's moving. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I like hearing that. Yeah, I know, right? Right, Lily?
Yay, Lily.
Lily's cheering you on. All right.
Woo! Looky.
I know, Lily.
That's how the dogs are sleeping.
They're buddies. They love each other. Okay. So keep going in that direction. That's the direction they're showing you is the best for you. That's the one you keep thinking about. They're showing you is way more beneficial. So what? You wake up, you're making lots of money. It's the fact that you're waking up feeling crappy. They don't want that. So it's better to feel happy with waking up into your life than slowly dying inside and then killing your soul off early. The longer you stay here and learn, the better it is for you. It's not about money. It's about learning. Remember, none of this shit is real. None of it. None of it. So if you're learning, you're doing your mission. If you're not learning, you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
Don't be content. Keep going.
I know. I'm very strongly pulled to leave, but I have to think about, the money is good. So, but I'm scared to take that step.
You wanted to.
Fair idea, honey. All right. Well, let me know how you're doing, okay?
Okay.
Let me know, where that path kind of takes you, okay?
Okay.
Right.
I was talking to my mom. My mom wanted to know if it was okay. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Nice to meet you. Hey, you're the same color as SpongeBob.
Oh, look, Mom and SpongeBob.
Oh, yay!
She was just listening in.
All right, I will talk to you later, honey.
You're beautiful, okay. Stephanie. We love you.
You too, Amanda.
Bye.
Bye.
What? I know. I did. That's so funny. She cracks me up. She's my media peer, so.
Farrah's my lovely.
I am literally being pulled to do it. Spirit.
Okay.
Like, it's not even fun.
Is there someone?
I keep getting that guy with the freaking pennies.
The pennies. Okay,
Like,
so
he won't stop talking. He keeps talking about chest and lungs, the catheter.
okay, guys. So she was talking earlier about someone throwing pennies. She's saying she's getting a catheter.
And I can see the bag like on the side of the hospital bed.
So
but I keep getting lungs.
Hospital bed, a
chest.
catheter, chest and lungs.
And I'm thinking with the lungs, it was some kind of maybe cancer because I see a machine that kind of does this. It's almost like it looks almost like blood, but it turns like this, and it almost feels like it's cycling, doing something. And man, he keeps pressing on my shoulder and my neck.
Okay, he's pressing on her shoulder or neck. We got a man here, guys. She's actually not doing any readings right now. She's pulling in spirit. So if this is someone, I need confirmation.
The plaid shirts.
He has a plaid shirt.
And then I keep getting button downs with these collars.
Button downs and collars.
He worked with his hands.
He worked with his hands.
Hard worker, he said. Dirty boots. Because I keep seeing like dirt particles on his boots. Maybe possible coal worker or some kind of steel worker. He calls himself the fix-it guy because I can see him like under a hood fixing something with a car, going in the house fixing something, going outside fixing something.
Going in the house and fixing something. He was a fix-it guy.
Man, he's making me burp. Like I've been burping.
He's burping a lot.
No, I'm burping a lot because of him. You know how I burp when I read.
So someone's at dialysis.
Is that what that is?
I don't know. They're asking.
It's whatever the machine that does cycling, and it looks like there's blood in the machine. So it's cycling. How did Maria say that? Reborn or
No, this is someone that's passed, honey.
Something. Let me think. How would I put that word? Redistributing? Would that be what that is? Redistributing?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Dialysis is redistributing?
Yes.
So it's redistributing the blood? Is that what that is?
Okay, yes. So Nicole for the kidneys, because your kidneys don't work.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Nicole, so your dad was Mr. Fix-It?
Everything has to match up, though. The catheter, the dialysis, the lungs and heart.
That's a lot.
The dirty boots.
No, they're already passed, honey.
This would be plaid shirt, sometimes button down, collar, hard worker. Shows me like his dirty... hard hands.
So you guys, it all has to match up. We're getting plaid shirt, catheter, chest pain, lung pain. I need some confirmation.
Hold on, I'm getting more. Smoked at one point.
He was a smoker. Sorry, Jessica, it all has to fit.
What is she saying?
She said some fits.
Okay, what does the sum? What is
Jessica,
the sum?
what is the sum?
The fan just turned. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
He's here. The fan just turned on high. Dude.
Guys, the fan just turned on.
I'm telling you, he's here. He's trying to reach somebody through the live feed because this fan turned on by itself. He must have known I was hot. I was sitting there sweating like my God.
He turned the
really
fan
hot
on.
in here. Oh my God, it got really hot in here.
It did get really hot in here.
Okay, he had trouble hearing because he just blocked out my right ear.
He had trouble hearing. Are you able to get a name?
I don't do names or nicknames.
Okay.
I don't do that. Sometimes I get a name. Like yesterday, I got Julie or Judy.
Because someone's asking if it's Jerry.
Jay.
So it might be Jerry.
Jerry, Julie, whatever.
Kathy. So did Jerry have like plaid shirts? Initials WK. I think Jessica. What is? He was a pilot. Was he a pilot?
No, I'm getting more like down here, kind of hard worker. What's that? White? Is it blue? No, it's blue collar worker, right?
Yeah, blue collar. Yeah.
Because he went like this and made sure I saw his collar.
So he's a blue collar. No, we don't have a name, guys. Okay. Rachel. Oh. Let's see if this is it.
I'm so burpy.
How do I bring them on? Oh!
It's right here. And then scroll.
Okay, so I have to find her name again. That's too complicated.
I know. Wait, hold on. What are you looking for?
Click out of it to see what her name was again.
Oh. This phone is kind of... Was it Jessica what?
No, it's Rachel. Oh. Yeah, Rachel Sid. Hey, Rachel, can you call us? That'll be easier. Sudden. Rachel, Snedden.
I'm going to pick up the angelic readings after we get him to communicate and then go. So just bear with us, guys.
I'm trying. I'm sorry my face is so close. At least I'm cute. Ha. I don't see her name. These are your friends. This is to invite to watch. I don't want to do that.
No, that's them. You add them on. That's them right here. These are... Oh, yeah, those
I was in the wrong place.
Yeah, you're in the wrong place. You know they're... Oh, no. Okay, hold on. What's her name?
Rachel.
What did we use last time to do those?
I don't know. It was easy last
Was it
time.
the big iPad, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
See, she's not on our list.
Okay.
Wait, let me look up here. Mm-mm. No, she's not on our list. Look, 222 is my number. Okay, let me push this back. Okay. Teresa Rachel Masses said things matched up. Dara, Merritt, can you tell me if the rest of it matches up? If he was a fix-it guy? Yeah, Kimberly, if she's not on my friends list or her name's not even coming up. Rachel, there's like a guy, there's like a person, and then there's a box with a person. You add me to your thing. I wonder if there's like a way you could actually...
Well, I tried to do that.
Why can't we just hold it down?
Oh. Bring her on camera.
There we go. There we go. We got you.
I feel like it was too hard that it's not her.
What do you mean?
Like, it would have been easier if it was her. Like, if he was for her.
Not if Dark doesn't want us talking.
Ah. Look at you. See, she's not coming again.
See, I get the feeling it's her.
Okay.
And I can't bring her on. It won't let me.
Dara Merritt. Do we have to add her?
Holy crap. People are adding. Yeah, add guest request. What was her name?
Dara Merritt.
He's like draining my energy. He's so tired. Like he was tired when he was here, kind of thing.
What was?
I didn't see her name. I just want to see something.
That's weird how that feels.
I wish there was a way you could do group readings.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how
Hey,
are
Amber.
you?
Okay, so I just brought you on just so we're not getting all chaotic. Does
Okay.
everything add up with him?
Okay, so I just jumped on, like, seriously, something just, I saw it and I heard a couple of things and something told me it was my dad.
Okay. Does everything add up though?
Say everything.
Well, tell me, like, everything that.
Okay, so when he first came in, he kept saying pennies from heaven, so he's leaving coins.
Yep.
He kept saying dad.
Mm-hmm.
Then he just would not stop talking while I was trying to talk about everything and teach you guys. He started talking about his plaid shirts, and then he showed me the blue collar as a blue collar worker. Sometimes he'd wear button downs. Worked outside, worked inside, so I kept seeing like under the hood, in the kitchen, Mr. Fix-It guy, dirty boots. So like I kept saying like coal particles. Maybe he worked in coal, maybe he worked in steel.
He worked at a water plant.
Okay.
So had boots on that his boots were always dirty.
And I have a question. Did your mom used to nag him about bringing his boots in the house? He's like,
Yes.
I feel like I'm getting nagged about bringing my boots in. Like, I'm not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah. He had
Okay.
to leave them at the front door.
And then he shows me his hands like being all callous, and he wished that he, wasn't so rough around the edges. And he did smoke at one point. And then he said that's what kind of brought him to his knees, was like with the smoking and the sometimes drinking, bringing his heart down. And then I kept seeing the machines with like what people were saying was dialysis, but Maria kind of showed me it was like a cycling of the blood and kind of filtering or regenerating the blood kind of thing. And then the catheter at one point. I don't think that he passed that way, but I do get that the catheter was in his body at some point to kind of help get him better.
No, he did have cancer though.
Okay.
My dad did. He was at home on hospice.
Okay, so was that had to do with his lungs and his heart?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he had COPD, congestive heart failure,
that's what I kept getting too.
Diabetes.
Then what's the machine?
In a coma.
Do you remember the machine that kind of went around in a circle? Do you know what that is?
His concentrator.
Okay, what is that I kept seeing?
It could have been his oxygen tank.
Okay.
He had a concentrator. At one time when he was in a coma, we had a suction thing that we had to actually suction him out.
Okay.
But then we didn't have that much longer because he woke up from the coma, and then we had the concentrator and his oxygen machines.
Okay. See, I do get the guy with cancer, but there's some kind of machine that like was regenerating, and like moving in this like circular motion, like where it was being reused or something. I can't explain it.
Well, maybe it wasn't my dad. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking your dad's coming through, but I don't think the person I was getting was him, because I'm getting like two energies kind of lingering in the doorway there, and the other one kind of was telling me about, I used to get bitched or basically nagged at for bringing my boots in. So I think your dad's coming through, but I don't think the one next to him is for you. Because the catheter seems to be real big with him. He did not like this thing. He seemed very independent and just did not like people fussing over him like this. Was he military at one point?
No.
Okay, then this wouldn't be him. Yeah, this other person that I have is giving me more different kind of details that I feel like aren't adding up. Did your dad love your mom, but she would just nag?
Yes.
Okay, so
they
I do
love
have
each other, but
I do have your dad, but I don't think the person that I've been getting was your dad, but I think he used that energy to come through. Do you see? It's called a piggyback energy, where they use certain things to come through. And I feel like he's trying to come through, but it's not the guy that I've had this whole time.
Yeah.
Do you, okay, he is apologizing to you. You guys would butt heads?
Energy's really hot.
Yeah, I know. It's them too.
It's like,
they're almost like similar.
Why am I getting it?
Because you're right by the door. So I'm probably going to have you sit over here.
Wow, guys, the energy's crazy in here.
She's all flushed, her face is all pink.
Well, and I have been trying to like connect with my spirit guides, which I found my spirit guides. I know I have 4 of them, so I'm really trying to connect, not with just him, but other spirits. So I might want to talk to you more about that.
Okay. Do you want to ask your dad anything? Do you realize why he keeps saying he's sorry about not listening more? Because I feel like you guys butt heads about certain things, and he wasn't listening.
I mean, I was a teenager, and we had
they
issues.
they can still reach out and kind of say, you know, I should have probably been more easy on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to get Jess on because I feel like this is for her. But
All
okay,
right.
thank you, honey. I love you. Bye.
All right, bye.
You okay?
Yeah, that was just.
Amanda's having conniptions over here, man. She feels like she's gonna fall apart. Okay, did we find out where Jess is?
No, I thought you said Dina or Dana or yeah. Teresa keeps on saying.
No.
But you don't think it's her?
No.
Okay. You think it's Jess, someone? It's definitely my grandfather. I work in the shop with her.
Kate Burnett. Kate, I'm gonna ask you real quick. What does everything add up with him? Because it has to be to the T. Everything adds up with this person. This is how this works, guys. It can't be some stuff. Because if it's some stuff, what's going to happen is what just happened. I'm going to bring you on, and then your loved one's going to use that energy to come in. Okay? But what we're trying to do is get to the source of who this belongs to. Oh, okay. We need to bring Kate Burnett on because Jessica's his mom.
Okay.
So they're a family. They're on there together.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm getting.
So what is it? Oh, you brought her on? Okay.
Hey, Kate.
Sorry.
Hi.
Hey. Does everything match up with him?
Yes. And the fan coming on when he died, he had a fan at the end of his bed. And he always used to have a fan at the end of his bed.
Wow.
He turned the damn fan on us. He's a stinker.
Well, tell him to back off.
Amanda's having conniptions over here.
My chest
Look
hurts.
at her face.
My chest hurts.
Look at her face.
Yeah, that's my pain that I've got now.
Okay, so I kind of want to just go over things. The catheter, that wasn't towards the end that he passed. It was within him being sick, correct?
Yeah, he hated the catheter because he was a very private man. Yeah. And at the end, well, the last 4 years, he had to have a catheter.
Okay. Do you want to say anything to him?
Well, after tonight and listening to you, I held, he passed and I never got to say goodbye to him. And I always blamed myself for him passing because I couldn't get there to say goodbye. And I lived in one part and I lived in Guernsey and he lived in England. But I held a lot onto me. And so, but now I know it wasn't my fault and it was his journey. And the last time I saw him, I just gave him a big hug and I just said, I love you. And do you know what I mean? And it was just, and I never got to see him again after that. But I remember him as a cheeky chappy. I remember him as my granddad, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. He's getting emotional, but
so am I.
Aww.
Sorry.
Okay. What do you need? Tissues.
Tissue.
Right here.
Sorry, let me just get my bearings. He doesn't see it as goodbye, honey. There is no goodbye. He doesn't hold any regrets with you missing that part of that time. All these things add up for a reason. Man, is he freaking emotional? He's being very emotional right now. I normally don't get like this, but his energy, like, That's so strong.
It is really strong.
But I feel like almost like he's showing me you've been stuck because you haven't been able to move on from this. Like you keep yourself in this stale position, and he does not want that. He needs you to start moving. You need to start getting, like, fixing yourself, making yourself feel better about yourself. He feels like you're lacking, you're not doing these things. And you need to start feeling better, sleeping better, eating better, doing all these good things for yourself.
I'm
remember
trying.
the game?
You what?
Do you remember the games that you would play?
Yes. He used to have, we always used to have games.
Yeah, he keeps reminding you, remember playing the fun games. Remember playing the fun games. Bring your mind back to the good times, and it'll help you pull out, okay?
I always remember
Okay,
him when I was younger. He used to scratch my back.
Isn't that weird?
Amanda's been scratching her back. He's trying to get
No
to
way.
her. He's trying to show. Yeah, she was going like this. I go, is he pressing on your back? And you just mentioned.
And you just said it.
Itching the back.
That's so weird.
Oh wow.
Remember how I said? Do you remember how I said? People don't think they have gifts, but when they're around me, suddenly gifts come over them because that vibration.
Yeah.
She doesn't think she has a gift.
No gift.
Oh bless.
You wouldn't be able to do any of this to her if she wasn't.
Hi. Oh, that's so
Do you want to ask him anything?
Yes, when it's stop.
Can I just ask, was it I'm the lady that had the car crash?
Okay.
And after listening
you have to
to
remind me. I don't.
I was speaking to you earlier on, and I was the one I asked about the car crash. I had a car crash a couple of days ago, and you were talking about the second wave and the third wave. I believe I'm from the second wave, and I believe my son is from the third wave. When the crash happened, my son was driving, and he took the impact. He swerved the car so he could take full impact of the crash. Would he have done that for some reason, or because it wasn't our fault? It was someone pulled out on us.
Everything happens in alignment. If part of the soul that was in you before was supposed to leave at a certain time, and you were to come in and kind of take over the second wave and come in as the second wave. Eden, honey, not now. Can you go handle that real quick, please? Eden, honey, please. Okay, sorry. Okay.
All right.
So, these things happen in alignment. They're supposed to happen the way they are. Like the car crash happened as it was supposed to. My car crash was supposed to end at the same, at this time, because I was supposed to come at this time. Now, see, certain souls here can't do certain missions, so the agreement is the ones that we're supposed to walk in, we're going to take over those vessels instead of just depleting them and just closing them out. We could still keep them in use if they're still, like, with the crash, the whole left side was damaged. There was dislocated bones. There were shattered and displaced bones. And later that night, before I came in, I was told that those everything within the body would be healed before arriving. And it was. I still had some issues, like I couldn't walk still. I had to use crutches to get around. But something that was supposed to take 8 months or 10 months to heal, healed within like 2 or 3 months. So, yeah, everything comes into alignment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
is he
who's
proud of
Jess
me?
to you?
Sorry?
Who's Jess to you? Who is
Yeah.
Jessica to you?
Jessica is his mother. I was going to actually be called Jessica after her, but my dad wanted to call me Catherine instead.
Okay. Okay.
But she had a gift. Jessica had the gift of what I've got, similar to, not as amazing as what you are, but I have a gift. I'm a Reiki master healer. And since the car crash, I keep hearing voices, and I can't hear what they're saying to
Off in
me.
the distance. Yeah, they're off in the distance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was your accident in 2009?
No, it was 4 days ago.
Oh, okay. Mine was 2009. Okay.
Right.
Now, here's what I'm gonna tell you. Are you having depression?
No.
Okay. So, can I ask you what makes you think you're the second wave?
I've been through so much in my life. And I mean,
okay,
so much. It's like life lesson. It was life lesson,
Okay,
life
so
lesson, life lesson.
Okay.
Sorry, go on.
Not with the accident that just happened. You're thinking this happened a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay. That's because it makes more sense. Because if you just had an accident a couple of days ago, it'd be very hard for you to pick up on being a second wave. It takes about a year or two to kind of pick up. Okay.
I had an accident in 2011. I drove my car into a brick wall because that's when I was suffering with depression.
Yeah, and that's what she was going through,
And
suicidal thoughts and depression.
Yeah, and I can't remember. Yeah. All I remember is waking up in hospital. Well, but I remember an angel or some being coming to me and saying, it's not your time to go. You've got to go back. And so at that time I was doing my Reiki, but I've seemed to flourish with my Reiki and everything since then. But what's happened is this crash has happened. And I mean, the last 4 days, it happened on Wednesday. But I don't understand why it's happened, if that makes sense. But I believe that it's happened for a reason. But I believe that something really positive is coming to me, but I don't know what yet, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I do. A lot of you guys are gonna start feeling that. I'm not allowed talking about it just yet.
Yeah.
But it's coming.
I know. I know it is.
I'm super excited.
I am as well.
Amanda wants your accent.
Fellow Englishman.
I'm English.
I know. Amanda wants your accent.
She wants my accent. Oh no, you don't. I want yours.
I just want to listen to you talk all the time.
I don't want to be a pack.
Aww. Farrah won't tell me bedtime stories, will you?
Oh, bless.
I love it.
Oh. What's the lady at the side of you called?
Amanda.
Christina. Amanda.
No, me? Amanda.
No, Amanda.
Hi.
You've got an amazing energy. She's got an amazing... Amanda, you have an amazing energy.
Why do you think I bring her on sometimes?
Oh, she is amazing.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, I'm going to get back to readings. Thank you, honey.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
God bless you. Bye.
God bless you. We love you. You're beautiful.
Bye. Bye.
Make it a better one. Why'd you hang up on her? Meanie. Meanie pin.
Why are you yelling in my ear? Oh, God.
Calm it down. It's okay. I know you. It's okay.
I'm in the middle of a live feed. Can you wait till after?
It's okay.
Want a feather?
Tell her not to be mad. Bah. Ababa.
All right, who are we doing next?
We want Amanda Ray. Are you on? Because that's my middle name. I didn't think I saw her because she was next.
Ray.
That's why I said.
Amanda Ray.
Oh, yawning. I know, now it's going.
Yeah, when they leave, it's
It's
like I go
going
through
down.
crashing mode.
Because I feel it too.
Stop yawning! Thanks, Robin. Yeah, I didn't mean to get so emotional, but he was really getting emotional.
I drink bubbles. That's why I'm bubbly.
Oh my god, it's so cheap.
Farrah's got a nice accent. Yeah, but Farrah, you won't read me a book or a bedtime story. So Amanda's not on. Who's next?
Okay, so let's see. Karen Brenner. I thought I just did her. Did I just do
Yeah,
her?
I feel like we did her recently. Jody
Sheets.
Jody Sheets. Are you here? Present. Please make the apple pie.
Oh my god, I don't want to be a pie. Farrah, did I do good with my English accent?
I can't do an English accent.
Jody Sheets.
Jody Sheets, are you present?
Chan. Yes, there is. You can put your name on it though. Because I'm gonna keep using this list. Kyla Farling. Honey, it's free right now.
I don't
But
see.
yes, you can get scheduled in. I feel, guys, honestly, the live feeds are just like a tidbit to what you're going to experience so that you know who to decipher is real and who isn't really real. There's only a few of us that have the Holy Spirit upon us and helping us and, showing you guys the difference between the two.
Dude's still here.
Yeah,
Someone's
yeah.
here.
It's
Something.
because it's open. They're going to want to start talking. Instead of me doing this, I'm going to be doing the other thing.
No, don't. Because if it's gonna be like that, who's driving me home?
Did you get like that last time?
No.
Really?
No.
So I'm opening up more to you. You might want to sit there.
But I can't help them.
Oh, I'm sorry, I know.
Oh, you want me to leave? I'll go home.
No,
Mom?
no. Don't you leave. Wait, I can't see. Move.
Well, wasn't here, so I was looking to see who's next.
I didn't know what you were doing.
I wasn't
All
like gonna lay on your lap.
Deanna Harriet. Oh wait, Jody Sheets is here.
Oh, there's Jody.
She's laughing. The bird's laughing.
Hi, Jody.
Lily, are you laughing? Oh my god, it's so funny. Oh my god, so funny. Lily, aren't you laughing? She was laughing. That's hysterical. Oh, really burpy.
No. No burpee. SpongeBob.
Okay, we're adding. Are we connecting?
Come on, Jody, answer. Hurry up, because maybe that energy will go away. Can we play music or something? Will that help?
Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got.
Oh. Cool.
That's like I gotta turn
You
it
sound extra. I can't say it.
extra English.
Australian. Farrah said you sounded
Australian?
Yeah, I can't.
Really? Okay, so Jody's not answering.
No answer, but she said I'm here. Try it one more time.
Okay, and then if not, we're going to Deanna Harriet.
Jody, we're trying to find you.
Hi.
That was quick.
Hi. Amanda and Christine. I called you guys.
Oh, I feel like we had her before. You look familiar. Did we ever read for you before on here?
No. I'm Jody.
Okay. Oh.
We got some Wi-Fi stuff going.
You freezing, girl.
I
I
am.
like those glasses.
I'm trying to move around.
Hi. Oh. What are you doing? What are you doing, Willis?
Here. Amanda, you're so funny.
What did I do?
She said you're so funny.
Ha ha.
All right. Let's see. Okay.
Make this
Ooh,
person
man,
go
I am
away.
really burpy. He is making me really burpy.
My head is...
Okay. Jody, you are going through a transformation. Do you feel like changes have been made in the last 2-3 months? Like you're...
Yes, big.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Yes, very big changes.
Were you suffering and were you suffering in silence, and then all of a sudden it started taking off, like this transformation?
Yes. 8 years of silence. Just 8 years.
Wait, what'd you say?
8 years of working on myself.
Sorry, honey, it's so hard to understand you.
8 years of working like on myself.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
8 years of working like on myself spiritually.
Okay, and you're taking back authority now, and you're showing some success now with it.
Yes, I'm moving forward.
Okay.
I feel I'm moving forward.
Do you want to ask your guides anything?
You froze.
I think it's on your end because you keep sounding like a robot.
Welcome to the...
You froze.
I think it's her internet.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're froze now.
Static is overwhelming. Oh, she X'd out. Okay. Well, I got the first part right. We didn't get to her question.
What's happened? Should we call her back? Or was it her or us?
I feel it's her end, because if we go back, we're going to do that static stuff again.
This thing, man. Or this person. Or it's someone else.
I know.
I think it's someone else. And it's going... It's right here.
Well, because I have about 3 of them that want to talk.
In my chest.
I got 2 females and a male.
I got something in my chest.
I got a younger female talking about a car accident, something about her back breaking. And then I have an older female, tissues up the sleeve, tissues in the pocket. She keeps rolling dough. And then her hand's getting very strong arthritis, and she can't knit, or she couldn't do crocheting anymore. Something about the hand. And she got very sick, like her body breaking down, almost like cancer kind of took over. Her heart gave out, and she just went to sleep. It's kind of like the feeling I get. Somebody told me to go to the divine medium. There's a post that's waiting. I don't know what they're talking about. Get the meter out. Oh, get them. Oh,
The meter.
I think it's in here. Who was that said that? It's almost like they know me. How do you know me? Oh crap! It's not in here.
What is this? That looks really...
It's a remote.
It looks like a...
Oh,
oh, come on, guys. What's this look like?
It's a remote. It's nothing kinky.
It looked kinky.
I got my essential oil positive energy blend right there, baby. All right.
Ouch, that was my hand. I sue.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Amelia. Oh my god, wait.
Wait, what? See, you thought it was a toy too.
Amelia says both of those mean something. All right, let's just pull her on. Screw it.
Amelia.
Oh, so burpy.
Hi.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Can you see SpongeBob?
SpongeBob SquarePants. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I'm so burpy.
Talking to Santa Claus. Who are you talking
Hi.
to?
Santa Claus.
Hi, little girl.
And her little
Do you
elf.
want some candy?
Oh my god.
Santa
She-
Claus.
Good thing that Mommy has headphones on. Go
Sorry,
play with
guys,
your
I
sister.
got distracted with
Santa
Facebook.
Claus.
Go.
Do you how do you feel it's them to you?
Everything that you just described.
And the
One
two
was
women?
my yes.
The two
One,
women. Okay, who's the younger female to you?
my sister.
Okay. And the older female's grandma?
It could either be
Your
my
mother?
mother.
Your mother, because she just corrected me. Okay, hold on. Did she always do that, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, like your language?
Yes. All the time.
It's almost like she yelled at me. She's like, mm-mm.
Oh my God, yeah.
Mm-mm. Oh, Maxie, stop grumping. Okay, Mom says I have her. Stop worrying. Don't worry. Okay, I have a question. Did you and your mom butt heads? Because she keeps bringing up that she needs you to understand she's proud of you. Almost like you questioned it throughout life. Oh, I didn't know she was crying. Crap,
She just started. It's okay.
Because I always wondered if I was doing a good job because she left me. They left me, and I had to raise all these kids by myself. And some of them turned out okay, and some of them are doing things they shouldn't be doing. I feel like I failed them both. And for the longest time, I didn't know if her and my sister were together.
Okay. I want you to take a deep breath, okay? Because we're gonna kind of talk to her through this, okay? She does want me to kind of show you that she is proud of you. She needs you to stress that very much. That you cannot control others or change others. You can only change yourself, and that you need to let go because you're not sleeping. Because you're so worried that you're the one that's going to get in trouble for this in the end, and that's not true. People take on their own missions and their own way of learning. You can't learn for them because then that would make you the student and the teacher, and you can't be both. Okay, you're either the teacher or you're the student. What you're not realizing is those ones that kind of went off like what you think is a negative trail, that's the way they wanted to learn. You're taking it on as it's the negative when really it's just the way they're learning. They choose to work. They can't be all the same because then they'd be robots, right? They'd all think the same, act the same. And you don't want that. You have to love them no matter what they're learning. You can't let go of them. You can't dismiss them. You just have to say, okay, I know you're getting into drugs. I know you're doing this. I know you're doing that. I know you're getting in trouble with cops. I know you're doing these things, but I love you and I'm going to try to support you. But know that you don't have to learn this way. You don't have to make it hard on yourself. Okay? You got to stop blaming yourself. Do you want to ask her anything?
I just need to know that they love me.
They do.
Aww.
They do.
It just.
What you don't understand is you asked to take on this mission. You asked to take on the kids. You don't remember.
No,
I know you remember. You did. Because you said to them, you know what, I'll do it. You stepped up. Because for me, I feel like you have a lot of strength. You don't like showing that you're weak, but you have a lot of strength because you try to be like your mom. In ways. Okay.
She's something else.
Yeah. She kind of treats me like she was the rock, and she
didn't play those games at
all.
all.
She went like this. She's like, mm-mm.
Yeah.
Whereas you're like a step down. You're still kind of trying to learn to be that way. And she almost shows me like she was one of a kind. So
yeah.
So what I'm trying to show you is she's trying to express that in heaven there was this agreement that once she left, when she felt she was done, you said you stepped up and because you're the kind of like her sidekick, okay? if she couldn't do the job, you would step up and do it. So you said to everyone involved, I'll take it. I'll take the kids. I'll make sure everything's in alignment and everything's fine. You didn't do anything wrong. The path they take is the path that they choose.
It's hard to understand that.
I know it is. I know. Okay, it's kind of like this. I did a radio show, okay? And the host said to me, well, if we choose our paths and we have free will to choose, why would I choose to have my house burnt down? Super easy.
I can't believe you just said that.
I know, because it's basically this. This is the whole reason, okay? That person that allowed their house to burn down is because they wanted to learn from not materials, but from love.
Our house burned down.
Because you wanted to learn from love, not material objects. And did you notice that maybe you got more stuff than you did before?
Yes, when our house burned down, I learned a lot, and just spiritually, like, I can't explain it. Like, I've lost so much, but I've gained so much.
Exactly. That's the whole point. Right. And these kids are going to do the same thing. They're going to lose a lot, but in the end, they're going to gain a lot. You have to let them learn. You have to let them learn. You can't baby them. You have to let them learn.
Oh, I let them learn. It's hard. It's hard because I don't want them to go through.
I know
what I've experienced. Do you think that I'll be okay tomorrow? Does she think I'll be okay tomorrow?
Hold on real quick. She can't give those answers, but your guides can. Okay, something's happening in the next week. Something's supposed to harmonize, okay? You're supposed to rest assured that everything is working the way it's supposed to. It's almost like if you stress about it, you're actually creating the outcome in that way. So stop putting yourself in suffering. Stop suffering. What you push out here in your mind is going to come right back to you in that same manner. How you see it is how it's going to play out. So they need you to understand to stop suffering in silence.
Does that include surgery?
Yes.
Okay.
And what you need to understand with surgeries is sometimes when things get hard here on earth, we will sometimes create an illness where we need surgery because our soul needs to go back and talk to them. So you will most likely see your mom and sister tomorrow. Might be why they're coming through right now. See how that works? You're going to get to see them tomorrow. You might not remember it when you come back, okay? But you're going over to see them because you feel the need to want to see them. That's why you created this illness and why you need the surgery. You created it so that you can go visit them. Sometimes when a soul is really having a hard time here, instead of suicide or depression, they'll create a surgery so they can cross over and talk to their loved ones and God, and then come back rejuvenated. I feel like after the surgery, you're going to be okay. It's going to take about a week to acclimate to your system, but you're going to start to feel a little bit better after the surgery.
You don't know how much this means to me.
You're welcome, honey. That's why I'm here. But I don't feel like it's me. I feel like it's your sister and your mom coming through to kind of show you that they're going to be there tomorrow. You're not going to be alone.
They're
You're not going to be
alone. Yes.
Well, the one just said ditto. So
that would be my sister. My mother always says the F word. She's always cursing. Yeah, my mom was the life of the party, and she would do all Halloween parties, and they would, they would have pagan parties, and they would dress up as witches, and she was just like a really crazy, fun, bubbly person. But when she was drunk, oh my God, F-bomb. She's, you wouldn't
Yeah.
think if you've seen her, you would think she's this cute little white lady. But when when you get to know her, you're like, ooh, that's your mama? Yeah.
Did you say Aunt Jemima?
That's your
No.
Oh. Oh my God, Amanda's giving shit over here.
But no. That's funny that she says Aunt Jemima, because that's something my sister used to call me when I would put bandanas in my hair and I was heavier. And she was like,
See, what did I tell you? I don't have a gift. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Aunt Jemima. You're so cute, Amanda.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lily says hi.
Lily,
Hi, Lily. Lily sounds like my sisters, Parakeet, Kodiak, and Tay Tay. They
What you doing? Look at her balancing. What do you want? What do you want? What?
Oh my God,
The energy's going down.
I'm a little sick to my
We're
stomach.
getting good now because the energy's going down. We're getting good here.
They
now.
needed to talk to you.
I probably was annoying the shit out of her, because I'm like, if you don't freaking answer me, like, I get so frustrated. So like, I could hear her be like, no patience.
Yep, there you go. And that's what was one of your cards, was patience. So just be calm when you go in tomorrow. You're going to see your mom and your sister, but you're coming back. Everything's going to kind of acclimate. It'll be fine.
Did her back hurt?
This is
one of the sisters.
Yeah, remember I said this is
my mom. My mom broke her back. She was a nurse.
Your mom broke her back, not your sister?
Nope, my sister was hit by a car when she was 13, and then she was killed in a car crash. But the one that she had to learn to walk again, and she had a lot of back pain as she got older.
Yeah, I got the back pain, almost like I broke my back.
And my mom, she had fibromyalgia, arthritis, and Crohn's disease, like rheumatoid, and she couldn't like break bread. She used to like cook, and the last thing she showed me was Thanksgiving dinner. It was so hard for her to use her hands because of the arthritis.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got the arthritis earlier.
Yeah, and they were really puffy, and the best thing that she was good at was sitting there and directing me what to do and where to go and what spot I missed. And
I'm laughing at her directing.
But that's
I see her going like this.
That was the last.
Yeah. Like, go do that. You do potatoes. You do corn. Don't give me lip. Do the corn.
Right. And she would sit there, and the last thing she said was.
God. What? Oh wait, hold on. Remember, I was upstairs and I said, "We're gonna put it down the pan. Get the pan and you cut the apples up." I was doing it upstairs. She must have been upstairs the whole time we were up there.
Oh my God!
I gotta make this pie.
Right?
Out of the pan.
They are from down south. That's funny because that's how me and my sister used to make fun of them, because they would talk country.
They talk
I'm
country.
done.
Yeah. They would. Or was that a British accent?
I was trying to get ready for the last scene.
Oh. I know. I got so excited. I'm like, oh my God, I'm missing it. I felt like I had to be on.
Wait, were you the one that kept refreshing the page?
No, that was Kim.
Like, oh my God.
No.
What's the coincidence?
No, mine kept going in and out. But yes, this is probably one of the most best gifts that I could have gotten, besides my children and my family. Like I'm truly grateful, and it's going to be hard, but I know I need to tell myself that it's not my fault. There's nothing I could have done.
Nice eggs.
And eggs?
I'm laughing at Amanda. Her shirt says eggs. Nice eggs.
It says nice.
My mom always liked my eggs. She always liked my fried eggs.
Dude, seriously, I give up.
I can't
freaking
take
give up.
it.
But I feel like my sister and my mom are flirting with Amanda.
Ooh, hey baby.
I'm out. I'm gonna
She's.
The
Oh,
fan
I-
turned down.
He turned the fan on. I wonder when he did that.
I don't know. I just noticed it.
My sister hated the fan.
Oh my god! I swear between him and her family, they're cahoots with each other. I give up, dude. I give up.
Oh, the fan was going really fast, and now it's just really slow.
Yeah, my
See, with
sister
fans,
hates
he
the
turned you
fan.
down.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's just ridiculous. Today is ridiculous. It's ridiculous right now.
Well, at least you can have fun with
I'm
them
gonna
too.
die when
They're
the
really
fireplace
fun.
comes on.
I'm gonna be like, I gotta go. I'm going outside.
Oh shoot.
Oh,
I just love
God.
when the spirit comes through and does stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's so amazing. I love it. All right, honey, we'll let you go. Don't worry about tomorrow.
You're amazing.
Thank
You're
you.
beautiful.
So are
You're
you
great.
both.
Hey, listen, you're doing a great job. Okay? Don't forget that. We love you. Don't cry. There's no
Thank
crying
you.
on Facebook Live with Christina. What are you thinking?
Oh my God. Sorry.
No, don't worry.
Don't be sorry.
Zoe, they're gonna dance with you. Go ahead, Zoe. Do this.
Go put this on your head.
Ooh. Ours are better.
They said theirs is better than yours.
Hey, I have 4 unicorns. It's not better than that.
She's having a unicorn poop party
Mine's bigger.
for her birthday.
Unicorn
I just heard my
bigger.
mom said that's what she said. I swear.
Poop party.
I heard my mom say that's what she said. Hers is bigger. I could hear her.
If you have headphones on, you would
Yeah.
be able to hear them before I would. Like,
Yeah.
physically like that. Yeah.
She was like, yeah, I know, that's what she said. Oh, it's just such a freaking pervert. I'm so sorry. I
You
just.
kept doing that all day today. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
What do you want, Lily?
Okay.
All
Well,
right,
thank
honey, we'll let
you.
you go.
Thank you. Sorry, everybody.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
I doubt everything.
I doubt everything.
I doubt everything. She was cute.
Oh my gosh, I'm so burpy.
What was the best joke ever?
Yeah, what was the best joke?
How
was
it-
it the fans? Because that was
Yeah.
like off the chains, man.
Danielle, make my head feel better.
Made my burps go away.
Oh, I got this right up here. Kind of just like someone took like a tension rod or something and like stuck something in my
Why
head.
don't you? Oh, yeah, that's the soul leaving the body. It feels like a rod gets shoved down it.
Yeah, it feels like it went. Boom.
Yeah, that's
What
how
does
it
that
felt
mean?
when I left. And then come back, it's like jumping into a swimming pool. You get like, it's almost like you can't breathe. Like water gets in your lungs. It feels like that.
Oh, it's like zoom.
But yeah, coming out of the body feels like a rod goes at the top of your head and then shoves down your spine. You probably should run upstairs and get a leave out of my nightstand. And don't be looking at my nightstand. I'm just kidding. I don't have anything there.
I get to go in her nightstand. Ha ha ha. I'll report
Oh wait,
back.
you know what? Maria's telling me now.
Oh.
Just sit still. I'll do this. Okay. What? Keep looking at the screen because I don't know what
Uh-oh.
is everybody saying. I'm doing healing.
My head.
Nothing's going on.
My head's on fire. No, I didn't say that. That's what this person says. Look out, Amanda.
Ooh, I can feel it on my pinky.
Haha, you think remote was kinky?
Oh my god.
I love you,
You
Danielle.
guys are so bad.
My grandma was always burpy.
I get burpy when I hear readings.
What are you doing? It's really.
It's okay. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. It's okay. Bear with me. It's gonna go away. I have to pull it out. What are you, a cat?
I
Do you
don't
have
know.
a hair ball? What's going on over there?
Woo.
we should do is a meditation.
I don't know. Someone asked what my gifts are. Sarcasm.
She don't know. She's like, I don't have any.
I don't got any gifts.
Yeah, but that's the thing with my vibration. I not create, but I show you your gifts that you didn't know you had.
Whew.
Everyone has this type of gift, but it's in their own vibrational capacity of learning, so it's all going to be different than everybody else's.
My gifts are to make y'all laugh.
Okay. How are you feeling?
It was like you took my nose.
Feel better?
Yes.
Yay! I had to pull out. Okay, now I gotta go wash.
I'm okay. She's gonna go wash.
Oh, I'm knocking stuff over.
She pulled. I don't know what was wrong with me, guys.
Spiritual rod.
Spiritual rod was in my back. That was weird. How's everyone doing? What does it feel like? Well, it doesn't feel like anything now, but it felt like there was a rod in my back and it went. And then she was pulling it out and it felt like it was coming, like I could feel it, like coming out, like going.
Okay.
I'm okay, guys.
If somebody doesn't have the gift of communication, they will. It's almost like they want to use you to communicate, so they'll put the spiritual rod in you. And I just pulled it out.
So is that what they're doing?
Yeah,
like
it's kind of like an antenna that they think that they can use to get you to communicate.
Is that how like I could pick up on some of the things that she was saying?
I still think you have some gifts, but yeah, that it's like an antenna. You were picking up on what things that they were saying, things that they were feeling, things that they were doing. Yes, it's a spiritual rod.
Spiritual rod. Well, thank you, Maria. I don't want to take pills anyway. Wash what? We won't tell what she was washing. Her hands.
My hands. All right.
Hi, Robin.
Who are we doing next?
Okay.
I need to close these out. All right, let's find another victim. It's funny.
Boom.
This one, Jasmine.
Angela.
Oh, Miller.
Jones Miller. Angela Jones Miller. Dun dun dun.
I love this thing. Do you see this? This is my cute.
That is really pretty, but.
And then my big rose quartz. I got all this stuff is at my shop. All right.
Check this out, guys.
Is that the one with the star? Yeah. I brought some. This is another fluorite. It's more purpley. All these are on my website.
Okay, I don't see her on. Let's pick the next one. I'm very impatient tonight.
Why are you very impatient?
I don't know.
All right. Oh my god, I'm so burpy.
Eden came and made me impatient.
Oh, well, knock it off.
She was mad.
Oh my god, I'm so burpy. Right?
Mona. Oh, she can't add her.
Okay. Oh, we're not picking from the list because a lot of you guys aren't even on here to even pick.
This person. Oh, why does it do that?
I don't know.
I don't like that.
When people come in and out. Oh, shit. Sorry. Was she on the list? What if we pick people that didn't want to be on?
Then they won't answer.
Oh. Okay, then don't answer if you don't want to answer. I can't see. Oh my god, I gotta stop being so burpy. Right? I gotta stop being burpy.
I guess this person doesn't want to be on. Burned though? I think she said burned. What did your mom burn?
Burped all the time is probably what she meant.
Gassy sister.
Mm-hmm. It's messed up. I am no such thing. I am no such thing.
That was not English.
Is that Australian again?
Australian?
Australian, mate. I suck at accents. It's so bad.
Something you can't do. Ha ha. Which one is it?
Whatever.
Did we do
Shungite water.
Did we do
Shungite. Put your crystals in water.
Can I put my goldstone in water?
Hold on. That might be on the tox list. Hold on. I think that might be on my tox list.
Darn it.
Oh, wait. That's on the crystalcove.com. I had to go to my website, crystalcovespa.com. And then I click crystals. And then at the top of the page, it says, find out which crystals are toxic to place in water. Click toxic. Text it out.
No, I didn't. Okay, here, let's do this. Person wants it.
I'm Patty. All right.
Hello.
Holy crap!
Hi, Patty.
How are you, girls?
No, I'm just gonna pick it from there. It's easier. Good. How are you?
Good.
So
I'm doing great.
I can put this in the glass then and drink it.
Yep.
Well, not drink the crystal.
You might want to clean it.
Ooh, where? What? I don't want to.
It wasn't there.
Wash your
I
hands.
not want to.
Soap and water. Ew! Get out of here! Ew! Just kicked my dog on the way out. You're like, get out of here. Oh my gosh, it's nuts over here.
The vibration is fabulous. Loving it.
Great. Patty, let me see what we get.
Okay.
Patty, have you recently hit some rough patches?
I've been doing a lot of spiritual work, a lot of healing.
Okay, are you finding rough patches with your money?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not seeing them super challenging, just kind of rough spots. Like you don't really know, like almost like you don't want to let go of the money you've been saving.
Okay.
And they're telling you when something's presented to you that's going to help your mission to kind of just let go of the money you saved. Don't think of it as a rough pouch, but as really an investment. Your guys are saying invest in yourself. Keep going, broaden your horizons, and invest in yourself.
Okay.
Because it's part of your soul contract to keep going on this spiritual transformation. But to also invest in yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, prosperity is there for a reason. Okay, do you want to ask them a question? Like a specific question?
Maybe what are the gifts I have that I'm not aware of?
No, I would do that on an evaluation. It's about 300 or more questions. Based off how your guide tells me to ask them, that's how we'll do it. Okay. And I offer that on the website.
Okay. What is that listed under? Oh my gosh.
Don't let her bite you.
I know.
You have to turn your back on it.
What are my guides? What are my guides? What suggestions or guidance do my guides have for me at this time?
Okay.
My ears are burning.
Yeah, because they're talking my ear off. Hold on. There's kind of a lot. Okay. You need more patience, but there's some kind of paths that are creating themselves. Are you in your own business? Like, do you do your own business kind of thing?
I do have my own business, yes, but it's changing to a more spiritual direction.
That's what I keep seeing. They don't want you staying in one path of solitude. They want you to branch out and let people see you. There's a reason why you have so much purple. There's a reason why you have so much purple around you.
Wow. Whatever gave you that idea.
I see it in the picture, but I see it all around you.
Yep.
Yeah. Purple is healing. You're pulling in that chakra feeling
of listening to your guides.
Okay. They've been
Okay?
telling me for
They
a
want
long
you to
time.
kind of.
They've been telling me for a long time I'm a healer, and I kept dismissing it. And last week, they were very persistent with it, and I said, all right, if you want me to be a healer, I'll be a healer. And then they
And
just
there's
said
your
they
path
would
of
guide
freedom.
me, and they will guide me in whatever direction my healing's going to be.
Invest your money. Invest your
Okay.
money in this. You're
Okay.
investing your money. They don't see it as giving it up. You're investing. And
Okay.
they don't want you to keep your mind here. They want you to broaden out and see and get yourself out there. That's what I keep saying. Get yourself out there.
Okay. Okay. That's what I've been putting out there to manifest.
I don't know if you follow the teachings of Jesus, but if you remember, he said, go out and do as I did. So don't dismiss ever what they're showing you. Go out and do as I did.
Okay.
And don't be ashamed of it. All right.
No,
love you,
absolutely
honey.
not. Stand
You're
in my truth.
amazing.
I have a question for you. The evaluation, what is that reading? What is that listed under your readings? I couldn't find it.
It's evaluation. It's either the adults. Wait, let me look. I'm going to double check here. I'm going on the divinemedium.com page for that one.
Okay, that's where
when I go under readings. Okay, and where I'm going to scroll down on readings and let me see where it's at.
Okay, exactly which one is it?
Okay, I'm going to find it because I'm going to see what my IT named it. I could have swore it was student evaluation, but I could be wrong. Student evaluation. It's
that's the one for book.
Go, hey, watch this, Patty.
Yeah.
It's purple.
Purple, of course it is.
It's the one of me holding my logo mug.
Okay, perfect. Well, I will definitely be booking it and investing in myself.
Okay. All right, honey. Have you taken Reiki 1 or 2?
No, I have no
Hey,
desire
Patty,
of being drawn to it.
Hey, Patty, guess what?
What?
Hey, guess what? I'm a Grandmaster Reiki teacher. And I teach it. You can buy it off the website.
I'm being drawn more with my art. I've always been creative. And that's why I kept telling them I don't want to be a healer. I don't want to do Reiki. I don't want to do this.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing that you're not realizing. If you take the Reiki classes, you don't even have to take them from me. The healing that you're putting into the brushes is what they're trying to teach you. You're not catching on to that. If you put the healing into the brush, it goes into the picture, into the houses, and now your pictures of personal vibration being pushed out into the houses.
The energy, the healing energy.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
And I want one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Just let me know how much and what I need to do to get one. You have to inbox me. Okay.
Well, they did have me create my own oracle deck where it's all hand drawn. So that's where
and the funny thing is I'm looking for somebody else to do another deck for me.
Okay.
Wow. There you go.
So you want to inbox me?
Make sure it's in purple.
Sure.
It will be in purple.
It has to be. Absolutely, I'll inbox you.
All right, good.
Awesome.
Good.
Thanks, kiddo.
Bye, honey.
Love
Talk
you guys.
Love you.
Bye. Love you. You're awesome. That's okay. This person.
Hey, you already got somebody picked out?
Yep.
Okay. I feel like somebody's like blocking my ear right here. Do you think Dee lives in Washington?
Or her last name is Washington. I'll ask her.
Hey, Dee,
I
do you
hear
live
that
in
all
Washington?
the time.
What?
Sorry, one second. Didn't know how dark it was in here.
She says she gets that all the time.
Well, what is it? Do you live in Washington or is that your last name?
Oh, it's just my last name.
Dang it! I was hoping you lived in Washington.
Where do you live?
I live in Texas.
Texas. Texas forever.
Where's your slogan? Where's your accent?
Texas doesn't have
yes.
accents.
I didn't know I had Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
yes, it is, including the mosquitoes. Want some?
What's up?
Oh, my God. You're so crazy.
I love you guys already. This is my I've seen y'all reading, and I was just like, yes, I want to follow y'all. Y'all are awesome. Okay, I'm good.
Okay. Let's see what we get, D. Okay, you have to move this again. You're going to move this. Move that. Wait, I didn't mean for you to move.
I'm going up to that nightstand.
Ooh, you got a lot of stuff going on, D.
Go D.
Yes.
All right, so you just took a positive move. It's almost like you were veering and then you went whoop, and now you're going through a positive move. You're regaining power, regaining strength. This definitely has to do with your heart and starting something new with love. A lot of hope with it too. This doesn't even need to be a new person. It just means that maybe there was some kind of conflict and defeat, and now it's kind of taken a turn. And now
I was just thinking about how me and my relationship has literally just taken a left. Like, everything has been better, and we've been expressing ourselves more, and you could feel the love even more so than, because before it was so much conflict, and I was just like, oh my God.
Right. You took a turn, and now everything's more, more calm, like almost like a new love.
It feels that way.
Yeah.
He also
You want to ask them something?
No, Lily.
Well, I've been trying to find my purpose, but I think that's kind of one of those things that I have to do a student evaluation on.
Well, the thing is, you are on your purpose, or you wouldn't be here doing anything.
Hi.
Very interesting.
But what I feel like you're trying to figure out is what's it supposed to do with this purpose.
What's cool?
Yes, because like right now I just feel kind of I'm a spirit keeper.
Okay.
And I just feel like I should be trying to unlock my gifts more. So I've been meditating more and just trying to get more into my spiritual path. I've been trying to just unlock a lot of my chakras and just heal. I had a little tough childhood, so I'm kind of learning a lot of new things about myself.
Okay. Explain to me what you think a soul keeper is.
Basically, I take in spirit companions from different dimensions in here that are drawn to me, and I'm drawn to them, and I'm supposed to help them along their path as they help me along my path to whatever I'm supposed to be doing.
And they're alive, or they're past?
They're past. They're some are living entities from different dimensions.
Okay.
And right now
I'm confused by your wording, because the way Maria describes it, there's no soul keeper. God is the soul keeper. So I think what you might be doing is like, kind of like, let me think of it this way. Okay, you know when you're at the airport and TSA helps you through the gate?
Mm-hmm.
The soul's already crossed. What I think you're doing is doing like a TSA kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Moving them around, going, okay, you go to that plane. No, you go to that plane. No, you got to go to that line. You're kind of like a director, like a spiritual director.
Basically, they come to me because they still have other stuff they have to finish, and I just allow them to be able to finish up what they have to.
Right. They've already crossed over, but some of them kind of put themselves in this perception of, well, I didn't get to finish this, or I didn't get to do this. So they get in this mind frame that they have to do all this stuff, and they really technically don't. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Or like they just want to stay around. They're not ready to move on.
Right.
So
here's what I would suggest you don't do. I feel like you're trying to really figure out your purpose, but you're going to like different places and reading articles and kind of going, yeah, now I think I'm that, or I think I'm that. They don't want you doing that because it's going to start confusing your mission. Almost like don't put titles on things. So
I'm okay with y'all holding hands, but you're dragging him. He's smaller than you. Please let him go. Thank you.
Like them
Sorry
too.
about that.
No, you're fine. So they just want to make sure you you get led by them on what to read, but they don't want you claiming it. They want you to kind of absorb it, to use it for your mission, not to claim it. There's a difference. It's like so I don't know how to kind of explain
I haven't
that.
exactly progressed myself to being that, but I'm claiming it.
Yeah, they want you just to absorb the information they show you to help your mission, but don't claim it. Yeah, there's a huge difference there. They kind of call you a spiritual director. There's a difference there. Soul
Like
keepers.
I didn't like the soul keeper word. I always would say I'm the companion to my spirit companions, but a lot of spirit keepers, so I'm just
right. Spirit keeper or soul keeper. Immediately, I think of the angels and God. They're in charge of keeping track of the souls, and God is the keeper because He created them. So I think there's a lot of wording here on earth that gets really miscommunicated, like tragically bad. And they don't want you to claim it. They want you to absorb it. Yeah. Huge difference.
I was on to the path, so I kind of feel like it is where I'm supposed to be, but I'm also feeling like I'm stuck like before at a crossroads. Like I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I'm here to do, what I'm supposed to do, because like I don't know, like my health has kind of been lacking, so I'm not able, or I'm told I'm not able to do a lot of stuff. And with my significant other and his grandfather, they pretty much be like, no, we got this, we're gonna take care of you, just. And I'm like, no, I want to work, but then they'll be like, no, well, let's just figure out what's medically going on with you first, and then we'll take it from there.
Well,
so right now,
that might be your guides talking through them, trying to get you to take it easy.
And then I had a psychic tell me that I need to slow down and look around me and enjoy my time instead of trying to find something.
Yeah. And what I feel like when souls come here, they want to, it's like they have a plug and they don't have a plug to plug it into. So then they plug it into spirituality or a car or their job or their kids because they feel incomplete. And a lot of souls that are very eager tend to feel this way, incomplete. And it's almost like they just want you to be, rest and be, and kind of listen to them in your mind. And then they'll show you the next steps. So it's almost like you just have to quiet everything. And I know it's kind of hard with the kids, but it's a practice. It's going to take you going outside away from everyone to kind of do it.
I have fibromyalgia, so it's kind of, when I'm not focusing on the kids, it's like trying to get my body under control.
And have you tried the Lady Gaga mix that I've done for Lady Gaga?
No, but I love Lady Gaga.
Yeah, Lady Gaga bought my mix, and now we sell it. The mix I made for her, I sell now. Yeah, you might want to try it.
I'm totally going to try that. Actually, I think I did hear about her saying that she found something that helps her with her fibromyalgia. And I was like, everybody keeps saying they found something that helps with their fibromyalgia.
No, I've had a lot of people tell me how great it is. You might even, if you wanted, you could put a post up on my wall just to see and fill out what other people thought of it. And you'll get responses back of what people thought before buying it. So that you know that it'll work.
It's bomb.com.
It's crystalcove.com.
No, I meant the blend itself is bomb.
Okay, so you already had a testimonial. Julie Winger just said, love the fibro mix.
Yeah, I saw that. So I'm already like, okay, I peed.
She peed?
I just don't know how else other to relax when that's basically what I feel like I'm doing all the time. And I kind of feel like I'm going out of my mind.
Someone said that to me.
Amanda's showing me stuff. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, so if you have any questions, just get me inbox, okay? Like inbox me and my team will get the message to me, okay?
Okay.
All right, honey. Don't worry. You got this. Just rest up because usually when you don't listen to your guides, they'll talk through others. So if you have multiple people telling you the same thing, it's your guides trying to talk through them.
But I feel like I'm always resting. That's basically what fibromyalgia makes you do is rest because you can't really do anything.
There's probably a reason for it. It's kind of like the person that keeps getting the red light and they're trying to hurry up to get to work, but they don't know 10 minutes down the road they could have been in an accident. See? Yeah.
Love how
they're making you rest for a reason.
Dude, she's right by that window and that light keeps
I know. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Thank you.
It bothers her. Don't bother me. But yeah, you have to be at rest right now. So, and just take it as they're bringing something to you so that you are rested up for.
But okay, so with resting, would that go along the lines? Because like I've also gotten that. Well, along with the resting, I need to find my creative streak again. I have no idea.
You can do that. You can do that. They just don't want you doing like heavy work that's not going to have you at rest. You can be creative and still be resting.
I started searching all of this stuff up because it's just like all of my interests have gone down the drain.
Yeah, and that's where you're going to start getting clouded, because if you're just randomly picking information to read, you're going to start getting really clouded. So you got to let them it's almost kind of like this. So say, for example, you go on your computer and you hit Google and you say, you close your mind, you close your eyes, and you say to your guy, what do you want me to look up? What keyword do you want me to look up? And wait for the answer. It's going to be the very first answer you get. So say, for example, they say healing. So you look up healing. Now wait. Now you close your eyes. You ask them, do I scroll? Do I wait at the top? Do I go 3 notches down? You just wait for the first keywords. The first keywords they show you, or the direction, or maybe you're scrolling and you feel this pull to go to that one website. That's how you listen. Don't just randomly pick stuff, because what you're doing is not even listening to them. You're just randomly picking stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Trying to find room, try to pick something for that space. Okay. I'm listening. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. I'll talk to you soon. Inbox me. Let me know.
Oh, y'all will definitely be hearing from me, because as soon as I get finances, you will be having a lot of readings from me.
All right, honey. I'll talk to you soon.
G not from Washington. Have a good night. Right, we love you. You're beautiful.
Oh, I love you guys too. We should totally hang out sometime.
Oh, I did it again. Why do I keep doing that? I keep Xing. It's getting dark in here.
It is. I like it. Ooh. Do you have to take a break?
Yeah, a little bit, because I'm getting like really burpy. It's bad. It's so bad.
What was that?
I'm going to keep that list, though, of all the people that wanted a reading, because I'm getting kind of like some ideas with Maria.
Well, should I pick one from here?
I wish, is there a way to do like an iPad, not an iPad, what's that? Those web, what am I trying to say?
Like a mix thing to pick? Like,
you know, like how you can...
a board, circle, boom, pick your name, like that?
No, I'm trying to think, like, how can you get, like, multiple people on a video at once?
Oh. Does anyone know how to do a Facebook orgy? To have more than one person on live? That's what you meant, right?
I'm just so burpy.
Don't burp. I shared with my friends. Good job. Well, I am looking at the list, but we're just trying to figure out how to get more than one person.
Yeah, she has the list right here.
I'm looking at it. See? List.
Let me see. See, some of these people I'm not even seeing.
That's what I'm saying. That's fair. I said pick from the list, and I said it's hard because these people
a lot of these people aren't on the list. Because is it people that I have to know, or do they have to invite themselves somehow?
Well, they have to be friends with you.
They have to be friends with me.
I think.
Which I just got like 100 invites. Let me go look. Because I just got it like a good...
Hey, Patty McAllenan. McAllenan. Are you on here?
I thought we just did her.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, did we do you?
Yeah. What about Janie Ellison?
We did her before. She looks so familiar. Janie Ellison, are you on? I was making funny faces. No. Jane. You can do Zoom
Okay.
call. See,
Zoom call.
Farrah said something about Zoom call too. She said that's easier.
So I can take that list and get a bunch of people on?
So if we use Zoom call, we can take this list and get a bunch of people on together and have a Facebook fun orgy kind of thing. Orgy isn't a bad thing. Everyone's saying use Zoom. I don't even know what Zoom is. Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. Zoom, Zoom, Zoom.
So what was Eden getting upset about?
Because Justin took all the salmon she made, and she made it for Michael.
No, he didn't. It's in the fridge.
She said he took it all.
Oh wait, yeah, he did. I told him to.
He took it all.
No, I told him to.
And she
No,
said
it just looked like a thing of food.
She said it was a bunch of pieces.
No,
It was
he's
like
not
8
gonna eat it
pieces, and she was really mad. Why are you all doing? We are. I'm on some list. But what is Zoom call, guys?
It's separate from Facebook.
Oh, it's separate. It's something different. So we would have to get off of here. Okay.
So who's on the list again? Let me go look.
We were. Who did I say? Janie. Janie's on. Jane Ellison.
Is she on? Can we go?
No, she's on my thing. Like she says present.
Is she?
Jane Ellison.
Oh my god, I'm so burpy. I can't see.
How about? My head's starting to hurt again.
Well, yeah, because they're coming in like strong.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh.
What about?
I don't see her.
Go back to the thingy.
What thingy?
Like that.
Oh. Yeah, see, I don't see her. Now we have a bunch of those people.
I don't know what those people mean. Guest requests.
See, I remember Diane Arrow. Oh my god, I'm so burpy.
I was gonna say, if we say their name and they say present, then you press it. It makes it easier.
We did Stephanie Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
Did we do Jody Sheets? Did we ever get her?
I don't remember. Yeah, we did. I have her written down.
Okay. Farrah said we need to set up Zoom. It's like everyone's in the background until you pull them forward.
How do I get out of this? There you go. Jody Sheets. Okay, we did her. Is Nicole Signer on here? Oh, right there she is. Look at that. She's on our list. Nicole
oh my God,
Signer.
she just put a heart.
Yeah, right before I said
that
it.
Was weird. That was weird.
Well, I just went right there's her name on the list.
Holy crap! There she is.
Hi.
What's up?
We can't see you, but
we can't see you. You're dark.
Why are you all dark?
Are you dark meat or light meat?
You're just a black.
You're a black hole in my screen. Don't be such a black hole.
Oh, there she is.
Oh my God, there she is.
You're so bright and cute. Hi.
Oh, she's pretty.
She is really pretty. Everyone's pretty, but you're really pretty. Hi. I didn't flirt. Sorry.
Everybody's frozen.
I like your eggs.
Oh, God. You can't even see them.
Here
She gave you a peek.
Yes.
She gave you a
Thanks.
What?
Oh.
No, I never went to a group reading with Christina. That was.
Listen to me, Amanda. Did I meet you with Christina like 4 or 5 years ago at like a group reading?
She tried to do
Would
what?
that have been you?
That's
D.
That was D.
That was D.
Yeah, she didn't even have a gift. I find that very funny though.
I dated her.
I don't know who it was.
Yeah,
Somebody
I was
tried to
laughing 'cause she
read me,
didn't get
and
anything
I
right.
just was like, "Was that Amanda?"
Yeah, because she doesn't have a gift. Yeah.
Was
I tried
to
telling
read
her
me.
to like find her own mission. Yeah,
Wasn't
it was rough.
Oh,
Trying to get her to.
Wasn't me.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Anyway.
Correct.
Let's see what we get.
It's nice to meet you. And no, I didn't fake read you.
Right.
What light do you want on?
That one.
This one here?
Yeah, I can't see. Okay. Woo, good cards. I like seeing cards.
All right.
Hey, you too.
Okay, wait, hold on. Amanda, get in here.
Come in. I was putting something in the garbage. What? What's wrong? You okay?
I think I just realized why I'm so sick.
What?
Nicole, did someone just pass for you? Female, sick. I keep getting nauseated. I gotta throw up. Wendy, who? Yeah, she does feel familiar, but how do I? What benefit?
Yeah. Wendy. You know Wendy. Faust, remember when you
How
came
long
to
ago?
her benefit?
Yeah, she doesn't remember yesterday. She's not going to remember through.
And at the VFW in Altoona.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Blonde hair,
Was it
frail.
3 years ago?
Blondish hair, frail.
I know.
She keeps twinkling
you
her
came
fingers
as like a guest, person or whatever, and set up your
Did
table.
she used to get her nails done? Okay, she's twinkling her nails at me. Does she have light eyes?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What was her muscles break? Why isn't she walking?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, frail.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, okay, because she said I can't walk. Was it the? Hold on. See, I'm trying to see her sitting down. Is it her
just
left
got
leg?
really, really weak, and then she had an amputation.
I know, right? Because I'm trying to see her sitting down, and I couldn't figure out if it was. I kept going to the right, but then as I'm sitting down, it almost goes to the left for me. Okay, she's in a wheelchair, and she goes like this, and there's a man behind her. Tell him to be okay. She keeps going like this. Tell him to be okay. She puts hearts up around him.
Why can I not remember?
Almost like he was trying to push her through this.
Okay.
Alongside her, pushing her through this. You hear that? Yeah, he's living. Because she goes like this, and she says, tell him I'm okay. Tell him to be okay. Is he somewhat tall? Darkish?
Living?
Okay. Is this guy's like somewhat tall and dark hair? Okay.
Man, could it be her son? No.
Okay, she keeps repeating thank you to you.
It could be her ex-husband. They were still pretty
You're doing
close.
a lot more than she was expecting. Thank you for everything you're doing. Okay, she's bringing up a redhead. Who's the redhead that was close to her? Okay. Oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna vomit. Is her sister having a hard time?
Her sister.
Like it's almost like her sister's like she can't pick herself up. And almost like she's not really telling too many people how bad she's feeling. Like I'm getting like it's almost like private. I don't want to tell anybody how I'm feeling. Almost like she's trying to be there for everybody else, but it's her that's breaking down the most. And I keep saying this tossing, turning. I do feel like people should start kind of reaching out. She's kind of giving me a heads up about the redhead sister.
That's true.
Everyone's saying they're having time. It's lagging for them.
Yeah, she's like really. Did you just start something new? Okay, and this put you in a position of more power? Okay. Okay, because she says you're making a base foundation for yourself, and you're gonna build up from it.
About a year ago, I started a new job.
Don't let your passion go. Keep going with it.
Kind of. Yeah.
Do you want to ask her anything?
Okay.
When's the last time you taught? I hate calling her redhead. What's her sister? Okay. When's the last time you talked to Renee? Okay. She keeps putting her head down when she talks about her. That to me is like a symbol of like worrisome.
Renee.
She keeps repeating she'll be okay, but it's almost like she needs more support now for some reason. I feel like something's coming up. Is there some kind of remembrance coming up for her? Or did it just pass? Okay. When was her passing? Okay. So wait, what month are we in? We're in July.
July.
No, that wouldn't be. It's too far away.
No, not that I know of.
Maybe she needs to call Renee.
Yeah.
You need to call Renee.
It was December, just a few days before Christmas.
Do it right now. Let's all talk to her. Say hi, Renee.
She keeps reaching out to her sister. Was she funny?
I will do it right now.
I don't know why she calls her this, but she keeps calling her the redheaded stepchild.
Somebody tell Renee to get on.
Because I feel like they're different, but they're also similar.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of comical. She's funny. I feel like I would have liked her.
We would have all hung out.
Did I talk to her at the benefit at all? I did? Damn it, why don't I remember?
Exactly.
It's fun. Did I? Ooh, I like that I did that. Did she feel better afterwards? Probably. Did she?
She's good.
That's why I'm so nauseated right now. That's why I keep burping and wanting to. I feel like
you did Reiki on her. Mm-hmm.
My side hurts, so.
Yeah, she did. She was really
okay,
not.
Tell
she
Renee,
was really
and
nauseated.
if Renee has questions,
you did Reiki.
Tell her to inbox me. Okay. All right, honey. I'll talk to you soon. Do you want to ask? Do you want to ask her anything before you go? Okay.
She's like, I'm good.
All right.
We love you. I forget your
Bye.
name. Nicole.
I will for sure.
I feel so sick.
My side. Right here.
Like I feel like I'm gonna vomit. I keep burping. I need to lay down for a minute. Let's talk about something.
Let's talk about something. Does anyone have any questions? The lag should go away now, hopefully.
Did you hear me?
I heard that.
I know, Lily. Mommy's so sick. Mommy's so sick.
What did they say? Oh my god, I feel so sick.
So intense. I feel nauseous too. I hope the lagging goes away. A lot of people said that there was lagging. Now it's getting better. I feel vomity.
Yeah, that's her.
That lagging was bad. Well, I be going. She mentioned the Renee felt nauseous.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over. Oh.
Let's talk about astro projection. What is that?
All right, I'm gonna put this down because I need to put my legs up. I feel so sick.
Do you want me to rub your feet?
No, I'm good.
I'll rub your feet like this.
I'm okay.
Okay, astro projection. What's that?
Okay, astral projection, because your soul isn't waiting around for your body to wake up. It's off doing things. It's just sometimes the soul taps in
more to remember them astral projecting. So like you're hovering over your house, or oh my god.
Felt that.
Oh my god, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's draining out of the room right now. Okay.
It feels good. Ooh.
You felt it again?
Mm-hmm.
The rod? I know. Dude, it's killing me. Okay, so time can lapse. And you just guys, you have to remember every minute here, because there's no time technically, but technically every minute here is 1,000 there. And you've been gone, your soul's been gone for thousands of years, and it comes back to the body, and then the body's like, you've been gone for so long, and I gotta sum up all this in 4 hours. So then that's when you have the choppy dreams that don't make sense. But the whole point of it is your soul's bringing back a message. The whole point of it is you doing all these things, reviewing past lives because you want to understand it, going to different realms, kind of hovering in your house to see if there's something going on, like going to visit loved ones, going to visit angels, going to visit guides. All this is going on. I know, Lily. Dingle, dingle, dingle. Every ring, an angel gets a twing. Lily, it's a ringy, ringy, ring. Look at her swinging. She's so cute. I can't take it. Swingy, swingy, swing. She's trying to get to the bell. Oh, she gave up too soon. What's the questions we have?
We don't want someone's talking about their personal dream.
I do dream. I do dreams, interpretations. So if you have a dream you don't understand, it's so simple for me to interpret a dream for you. It doesn't take very long, and you can get a dream interpretation with like 3, 5, 9 dreams. It just depends. I think there's 3, 6, 9 dreams.
3, 6, 9.
You have to check the dream interpretation on the divinemedium.com. And guys, join the Divine Medium page, and you'll get updated on giveaways, different things we're doing. So go add yourself to the page, to the Divine Medium.
Anyone have any other questions? My intuition.
I think I'm going to do something with all those names, and then everyone that shares this video will be put into a drawing. Everyone that shared the other videos are going to be put into a drawing. You're going to get readings. You're going to get crystals. It's going to be really, really cool. So share the videos to groups. It doesn't matter if they're spiritual groups. Just share.
You'll get a hug from me.
Oh, God. Free hugs from me.
Free hugs.
But the point of this is, the point of sharing is because we're reaching people that normally would not be able to find the page. And actually, this is the highest numbers I've ever had. We almost went up to 300, I think, at one point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these are people that really need to. I mean, I just, as we were sitting here, I was getting inbox like, I can't believe I found you. The answers you're giving me are amazing. I needed to hear this. So people out there really need this right now. They need to know that God didn't forsake them. That their loved ones want to talk to them. They're not alone. They're not stuck. Their missions are going the way they're supposed to. They need to hear all these things. So we need everyone to share this out and share it with people that you feel need help, that need to hear from their loved ones, that need all this stuff, their spiritual walk needs skyrocketed, pretty much.
Someone said, they're talking a lot about suicide tonight. Someone said, does suiciders ever come through?
Yeah, I get a lot of suicides. Suicide is not a bad thing. It is just a soul that gave up too soon, that just said, you know what, this is way too hard for me. I need to go back to heaven. I got to recuperate, and I got to try this again. Like I said earlier, I had a client that shot herself right through the chest, and she showed me the cut mark on her chest, and basically her mom was like, no, you got to go back. You got to go back. You can't be here right now. You need to go back. And she agreed and said, yeah, I'll go back. She showed me the scar. She was sitting in front of me. She took a shotgun to her chest and killed herself and lived through it and told me she went right to heaven. And her mom said, nope, you can't weasel out on this one. You promised to do this, this, and this, and you got to finish it. She came back and did it. So suicide is not a bad thing, but I wouldn't go suggesting going and doing that, because the shorter you make your missions, the faster you got to come back here and redo it again. So not even worth it. Really isn't. Just finish out your mission as much as you can. This is only temporary anyway. Live it out as much as you can and go home. It's not worth it.
Everyone's sharing. Thank you guys so much for sharing.
Thank you.
We like sharing.
Like, because they were just, Maria's been getting on me that, you know, there's so many people out there that need to hear God's words, that they're not alone. God has not forsaken them. He is trying so hard to reach to everybody, to show them that, you know, he's not just ripping people out of their lives, to not get mad at him, that these are their free will choices to leave, and that he is allowing them to speak back to you, to let you know they're okay. Okay, this is the whole point of this. Did you hear her? She just went.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Lily?
What about it when someone dies from an OD?
Okay, well, those ones aren't really, I mean, they've taken on a tough road of learning, but you're also supposed to be learning from it. I've had overdoses right in front of me that, you know, made it through and said, you know, I was supposed to go, I know now I'm supposed to go through that part of my time of my life because it made me who I am now. If I wouldn't have gone through it, it wouldn't have made me who I am. And then you have the ones that just really are not seeing that, and they keep going with it, and then God just says, you know what, I got to bring you back. You're not doing what you agreed to do. You're getting off course. Let's bring you back. Let's get you healed up, and if you want to do something similar, let's do that, but let's take it back a notch. Let's ease up to it so that you're better prepared and stronger to do it the next time. That's the point of it.
Someone asked, so are most of us non-galactic?
Well, it would depend. You would have to do the evaluation. I would be able to tell you better what's going on with you. Some of you are, some of you aren't. You're obviously being pulled to see the video. Anybody can share this video on groups. It's the ones that are clicking onto it to listen to it, to actually listen to it, not just watch it. Oh, wait.
She's stuck?
Yeah, she freaked me out for a minute. It's like she couldn't get free, like something was keeping her up on the lid of that thing. You alright, Lily? You alright? Okay.
Sorry, we had a bird mishap, guys. Woo!
And a phone mishap.
I know, Lily. I know. You're so crazy.
She's so silly. Is it good?
Yep. I have several loved ones. Lost hubby 14 months ago. Let's get a reading. What's a Galactic Council? She said I'm part of the Galactic Council.
The Galactic Council, that's interesting because they don't come into being. They stay up and keep an eye on things. The Galactic Council, it's actually interesting. When you walk into this, it's like I don't want to call it a building. It's you do step up, because I do remember steps being there, but you step up, and you know, it kind of reminds me of like an RV, but it's not. But you go to like these areas that have like desks, but they're not desks. It's really hard to explain. But are you listening to me?
I am. Desks. I'm answering a question.
Okay, so there's these screens. There's all these like TVs, if you put it like that. There's all these like see-through screens, but they keep an eye on different realms. So there's one for Earth. Well, there's several for Earth, and there's several for these other realms. And the council kind of keeps an eye because they're under the rule of the council, because no one can intervene. I mean, think about it. Earth has been here for how long, and no one took over or intervened on it and took us over. Do you see what I'm saying? Because the council's keeping the universal law in order. No one intervenes on any other else's realms. So I find it, I would have to do an evaluation, but I find it very hard to see a council come through the human body, because they know how things are here. That's why the volunteers came. Do Do you see?
I just see someone sitting in a room with all these TV screens.
Yeah, that's basically
like,
it. But they're not TV screens. It's almost like a see-through projection.
Projection.
Like a projection. What I think might be going on is either somebody implanted that and told her she was that, or she read it somewhere and was like, "Oh, that sounds like me." Again, not absorbing the information, but claiming it. Do you see?
Right.
Difference? Yeah. There's a
Guys,
huge difference.
we're taking a break right now from reading. She's not feeling well. So I'm not picking anyone. Sorry.
Yeah, guys, sorry. I got real sick. We've been doing readings since 5, and it's been really crazy energy. We had one soul turn up the fan, another soul turn down the fan. I feel like I'm going to vomit.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we're just chilling out here, asking questions, hanging out with my peeps.
So crazy. I love it. Oh my gosh, I'm so burpy.
Matrix. Someone said like the Matrix.
Divine matrix is what my guides call it. Yes, it's a divine matrix. This is not real. It's an assimilation of learning. None of this is real. When you get to heaven, you'll notice that's more real than here. It really is.
She's fine. She just needs some.
I'm just really burpy and drained.
And her burps smell.
Hey!
I don't know. I'm not smelling them.
I'm looking forward to laying down, though.
Laying down in cuddles?
My little birdie. No, I'm just like, Maxie, but you and I going to cuddle?
Danielle said she wants to come hang out. She'll bring grub.
Oh my god, I can't even. Oh, I'm gonna vomit.
She can't think of
I can't
food.
even think of food right now. I'm gonna vomit.
I want cake though, Danielle.
Are you seriously trying to make me throw up?
Don't throw up.
I have
I'm
a card
coming
for you.
too.
I have a card for you.
Uh-oh. For me, I don't like when you read for me.
That's a good card.
Triumph and success. What's it mean?
It means change your route. Look, here's where you're at. Here's where you could be.
I thought purple's good.
Purple's healing. You're trying to heal and get away from stuff. Here's the light. Come to the light side.
Come to the light side.
Grab your lightsaber.
You always lightsaber.
Come to the light side.
You keep on telling me this stuff.
Don't stay on the dark side.
All these people ask me, does Christina read for you all the time? I'm like, she always tries and I always push her away. I'm like, I don't. Go away. But then she forces it upon me.
I'm like, don't.
Just. Did she force it upon me? Yes. It's hot in here again.
Is it?
What about a job? So how can
cards are
I
all
get a
backwards.
job? Someone says, so how can I get a job with you?
I hear that all the time.
Submit your resumes
Submit your resume.
at amanda.com with pictures. And are you single?
Oh, God.
Sorry.
I think the resumes are more for her. Don't fall in that trap.
What?
Lily's going, woo-hoo.
Lily's helping.
Lily's helping. She's Amanda's sidekick.
Why would
Oh,
I
God.
choose a life without love or support?
Okay, with love, you have support. You're just not seeing it. With love, some people actually take on a path where they don't want to learn so much of love, but of understanding themselves here. I see this a lot where they want love. And they want love because they see it as something the society is supposed to have. Technically, no. You don't have to. You can make it through this life without having a lover, a partner, a husband, a wife. And what the thing is, if you're not finding love with a partner, most of the time they're trying to show you with your path, with your learning, that the love is supposed to be with companionship of friends, companionship with siblings, with your family. If you can't see that, then how are you going to pull in a partner and love them? If you can't love yourself, again, how are you going to pull in a partner to love? These are all lessons. It's not something that's supposed to be negative or, well, if I asked for this, why did I ask for this? Because you asked for it. You asked to learn from it. And why waste your time here if you're not going to learn from something, even if it's love? Yeah, I can see, you know, you might have a hard time with having love in your life, but kind of step back and say that, okay, this isn't something negative. This isn't something because I'm doing something wrong or there's something wrong with me. I need to take a step back and say, okay, how can I learn from love from a personal perspective? How can I learn love from a friendship perspective or a sibling or a parent perspective? That's the point of this. What are they saying? There's a lot of people saying stuff. Can you go up a little bit?
I can go as far up as you want. What deck are you using?
I don't know the name of it. I don't even use the box anymore. It's just an oracle deck. Hey, jingle jingle.
So, do you mentor?
Yes, I do actually. And you can find the mentoring packages on the divinemedium.com website under the readings, and you got to scroll down, and it takes a little while on your phone to load, so just take your time. Once you click the little lines on the cell phone and you click readings, wait a couple seconds for it to load, because sometimes it takes a little teeny while.
This one says the same thing. Why am I being left all alone?
Exactly. It's the same thing I just said. You're not being left alone. This is something you asked to learn from. There's a reason for it.
Like, I'm alone. Like, I don't have, like, a passionate, what's that called? Like, a romantic love.
Yeah.
But I have so much love around me and so many friends and stuff.
And that's what you're supposed to be learning.
And I think that's what I need. Like, who doesn't want a passionate love?
Yeah, everyone does. But not everybody's supposed to be learning from that.
Right. And I think it finally clicked that, like, that's not what I need. And all these people are coming out of the woodwork. Like, they love me and they think I'm amazing. And I'm helping them. And that's what I need.
Yeah.
So you have to find your passion and what you need. Like everyone always says, it happens when you least suspect it. Okay, how can we learn about our pasts? People have always...
I do a past life reading on people.
People always call me an old soul. Not me, this is what people are saying.
With old souls, they have a lot of learning under their belt, but they obviously are coming back to learn more and more and more. So it would take a past life reading to see what lives are actually playing a role in this life with you. Super easy, and I even can talk to the souls from those past lives for you. Like I had a lady that remembered a soldier that she was married to. I was able to pull him in to talk to her. So it was kind of cool. I like doing readings like that. It's neat.
If you see and notice shadows, feel a presence, how do you get them to make themselves known?
Well, you don't technically want to do that. If they make themselves known, it's their free will. If you make them, that would be taking their free will, and you don't have the right to do that. Souls like this, they're not bad, they're not negative. They're just souls that are kind of learning in that aspect. It's kind of like Maria kind of says this. It's kind of like somebody that wears shabby chic, and then another person wearing hippiness or hippie clothes. When people look at hippiness, they think, oh, they're not great. You know what I mean? They're like, they're iffy. And then you see the shabby chic, oh, they look rich. Okay, do you kind of see where it goes here with the shadow people?
Right.
Shadow people would be the hippies. The regular people would be regular. Yeah. So it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. It just means they're at a different learning lesson. As they crossed over, they're still learning. They're in a different learning area.
I've had two... No, that's just someone telling me about them. Ask her if she knows anything about the Rose Sisterhood.
No.
No Rose Sisterhood, Jessica. I'm moving to USA. My twin flame lives here. I'm 59. What's a twin flame?
Okay. You would have to have the checkmark list to make that person a twin flame. A twin flame is somebody that eats the same things. Okay, basically this is what it is. It's a soul that's cut in half, the male and female version, Adam and Eve. You eat the same, you think the same, you do the same thing. It's identical. You're the male and female versions of one soul, of one person. So you'll eat the same things, you hate the same things, you love the same things, you can finish each other's sentences. You could be miles away and he'd be thinking something, you'd be thinking it at the same time. And you keep getting pulled to one another. You want to make sure that this is actually a twin flame before crossing overseas. But I mean, this could be somebody that you met that you're meant to pull into the U.S. so that you lead another path to something else. Like, all these things happen because, I mean, this option of moving here to the U.S. didn't just spring out of nowhere. It's being presented because it's available to her to go. What's that?
Farrah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna address something that Farrah, my media PR manager, kind of just sprung up to me. A lot of you people are saying things like, "Well, this isn't not allowed in the Bible," blah blah blah. Okay. Technically, yes, it is. In Matthew 17. See, here's the thing. I was a Bible historian. I am a Bible historian. I used to be a youth leader. See, when I passed in 2009, there's some things, some revelations that I came to that when I came to my pastors, they could not answer at all. And I knew the answers, and they couldn't answer. So here's what I'm going to tell you. You read the Bible, obviously. So what I'm going to tell you to do is read Matthew 17. It is a story of Jesus on the Mount with 2 to 3 of his apostles. He pulled forth, as they pitched whatever, a tent, and he pulled forth two souls, Moses and Elijah, okay? Both of which have been passed between 500 and 1500 BC. Both have passed before Jesus. So what was he doing? Calling forth spirit. Now, I get this all the time, well, he's God, he can do whatever he wants. That's true. But on the cross, and this goes hand in hand with people that say, you know, when we pass, we don't see anything. We're just dead in the ground. There's nothing after. Or what is it called? Cold storage. That was the whole thing for a long time. That souls go into cold storage. Which is so ridiculous. I'm sorry, but I have to laugh at it. But Jesus said on the cross to Barnabas, because Barnabas said, "Will I be in heaven? Will I go to heaven? Will my sins be forgiven?" He turned to Barnabas and said, "I will see you in heaven. I will see you in heaven tomorrow or tonight," or whatever it was. And that was him saying, "There's no cold storage, sorry." And I get the fact that, you know, like everybody says, well, he's God, he can do everything. But it clearly stated Jesus saying, "Go out and do as I did. Go out and heal. Go out and connect people to their loved ones. Show them that they're not alone, that God hasn't forsaken them." I'm sorry, guys. You cannot have an angry God and an unconditional loving God over here. That does not work. It does not clash. Also, if I supposedly, because in the Bible it says a house divided cannot stand. If I worked for the devil, as some people like to say I do, thousands and millions of people would not be following me on Facebook. I would not be allowed. Do you think the devil's going to allow me to save suicides? Bring thousands of people to God, to bring them back to God, to help them heal, to help them reconnect to their loved ones so that they can have closure. His main goal is to make people miserable, to keep them in their little locked cages at their houses with depression. I'm sorry. If this is who you think I'm serving, then I'm going to the fire pit of hell for helping people. That's how I'm going to see it. If that's what you think that I'm going to do after my life is go right to hell, then take me chariot right through the fire, because I'm not stopping helping people just because you are following a priest who says if you do this, this, and this, you're going to hell. Sorry, it doesn't happen. Because when I was in heaven and I stood in God's breath, his light, I was not asked what my denomination was. I was asked how I showed love and how I gained love. So, do you know what I find funny? In front of my shop, because I'm surrounded by churches. Go figure, it's so funny. I was walking to my shop, and church just let out. There was 2 older females standing right in front of my shop. Just got out of church, and they were bashing one of the women that were in church. And you just came out of church. I'm sorry, this kind of stuff infuriates me. You know why? Because Satan has you so caged in, it is not even funny. And I get in such an uproar because you are so blinded to seeing it. Because when you hate others and you judge others, but you say, I'm holy, and I go to church, sorry, honey, you're voting and you're praising the wrong God. I'm sorry, because God does not sit there and judge and hate on others. You are serving the wrong person. You are serving the wrong source. See, I'm getting fired up now.
I got kicked out of church because I'm gay. I came
Yeah,
out.
but that's the thing. There is no female or male. I'm a male in heaven, and you will never catch me wearing skirts down here. I still have a hard time. I'm up with my gun before Justin is, and he was black ops jumping out of planes, doing these kind of things for the military. And I come up and he's like, "Everything okay down there?" "Yeah, I got it. We're good. Just stay upstairs in bed." Like, I'm the one that's protective. And that's God's side of being male, his protectiveness. His female side is him being creative, him creating and being joyous and happy and doing all these things. And his male side is more protective. And not dominant, how do I want to say this? Fatherly. Maria just said it exactly. It's fatherly, protective, where his other side is very motherly, loving, and sensitive. I don't know what everybody's saying, but...
We're away. I'm gonna...
Yeah. I'm probably getting attacked.
How about flames of creation being flames of carrier?
I don't know what that
Me
means.
either. What happens when one... Oh, they're still talking about twin flames. I thought twin flames were not compatible.
No, they are compatible, and that's why they don't get along very well down here. Because they butt heads a lot.
Is the love of my life... Oh. my son, hi. Hi. Man, there's a lot about twin flames.
A lot of people get into the twin flames. They get a lot of them mixed up with soulmates. And soulmate isn't just a male and female. It's your sister, your best friend, your dad. It's soulmate is just your soul family repeating and coming in with you. That's a soulmate. It's just a repeating soul having a past life in your soul.
Like you had a past life together.
Yeah, it doesn't mean a soulmate in like, oh, he's my soulmate, he's the love of my life. They get it so mixed up. Yeah.
There are pages missing from the Bible?
Yes, there is. There was books actually missing.
Oh, yeah?
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John were the level 1. Level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5 were all taken out. And this is the funny part. The one person that stuck by him and helped him through his whole life, even into childhood, because they grew up together, they took out of that Bible. And then they put her dead center at the crucifixion, and then put her dead center at the tomb with him meeting her at the tomb. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They wanted to get rid of women, but they put one dead center right at the crucifixion and the resurrection. Yeah, you kind of messed up there, didn't you? And then also, I don't think at the time that they noticed they did this, because I don't think at the time they knew what past lives were. But past lives are in the Bible, because there was a part in the Bible where Jesus brought his disciples to John the Baptist, and John the Baptist was doing baptism. And he said to his disciples, "Do you not recognize John as Elijah?" Showing he was Elijah in a past life. Do you not remember him as Elijah?
Oh, wow.
And that was a past life thing. And they didn't pick up on it, so they left it in there, because at the time, they had no idea. And then Jesus did a lot of, healings and things.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, because there was no knowledge of this stuff, they didn't have, doctors and things like that. So when somebody had seizures, they thought it was possession, when really it was...
like a medical seizure.
They had, what is it called? Epilepsy. They had epilepsy. And Jesus knew what was going on, but to try to explain it to those kind of people, it would be very hard. So he basically was healing epilepsy, not possessions. What's wrong?
I believe what I believe, and I don't need church to tell me what I know.
Right, and she's right.
Someone said about 4 hours of wasted time. I think that's what she was trying to say.
I'm not worried about it.
Oh, because she wanted a reading.
No, I'm not worried about it.
Someone said...
It's not about the readings. It's about hearing a message.
Right.
And if you're blinded and negative about what we did today, then you're not ready for the messages. That's how I'm going to take it. You're the one missing out, not me.
Didn't they use psychics in readings in the Bible? Because
Yes.
that was hand in hand with you
Well,
just
the funny thing is, back then a medium wasn't meant what it is meant today. It's kind of like gay used to mean happy. Now it's switched to something else.
Right.
It's the same thing with medium.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, in 1997, the Vatican came out with a news clipping. They did a news article.
Said he was gay.
No.
Sorry.
And I like the Pope now because he's accepting of all those things and because he's enlightened.
Right.
And I'll get to that. But there was an article that came out that the Vatican now uses their own mediums and even have them at the Vatican for daily use. Mediums and psychics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That now it's okay.
No, it's
because
okay.
they said it's okay.
Right?
Right? Yeah. So it's a little frustrating.
What is the light getting brighter and darker? I don't know.
Our spirit. Well, Maria and all them do tend to kick up a notch when I start talking about religions and things like this because I get amped up because I feel so many people are caged in and they're not seeing the truth.
So
read the Bible for yourself. Don't let somebody else read it for you and you believe what they say. Read it for yourself. I'm telling you truths. Go look it up. I'm not stopping you. You know
is
what I mean?
the devil real?
Yeah, but hell is not meant for humans, or actually not even humans. It's not meant for souls.
Is the devil how they make it out to be, or is it different than...
It's a lot worse.
Okay. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't like that.
Well, because I remember going there and having to deal with certain things.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, it's bad.
Okay. We'll talk about no devil.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I thought hell was not for souls.
It's not for souls.
That's what she just said, guys. Yay.
A soul would not be able to survive in that environment.
You're amazing.
Thanks.
Hell is a state of mind. There's no place.
It is a state of mind. It's just like heaven is a state of mind. It's not an actual place. It's a realm. It's a dimension of perceptions put together. Like a society here puts out a perception. You got to get married, have kids, and do all the stuff. It's a perception. It's a collected perception.
Mm-hmm.
It's where your mind goes. Do you know the saying, where the mind goes, the body follows?
Mm-hmm.
It's because the soul gives the body character. It's like when you go to a funeral and you look in the casket and the person doesn't look like themselves. That's because the soul gave the body character. You are definitely talking to Maria right now.
What if we dream of past loved one as a child, but we never knew them as a child?
They're showing you their soul age. No one is older technically in the age of 35. Everyone is younger than the age of 35 in their soul age. And what you're seeing is their soul age of learning. So if they come to you at an age 2, that's how much time they have under their belt with learning.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
You are awesome, Christina. Speak the truth. I was dead twice. What? No. I believe what I believe, and I don't need your... This is where those people... Man, Farrah's way ahead of us. She sent that to me like 10 minutes ago. Hi from New Zealand. No one's asking anything. People are just saying stuff. Anyone have any questions? They're talking about the... What did we call that? I can't say it. Traveling. Astral
projection?
Yeah, but they're calling it astral traveling.
It's the same thing.
Is that when you're asleep?
Yes.
Like, is it usually when... Can it be?
You can do it while you're awake as well.
Can you?
You have to have the gift to do it.
Someone said thank you for sharing your gift.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else you want to share? I feel like you're almost done here.
Maria's here.
Oh. I think Christina needs to rest. Oh, this person says that she overdosed and passed away and came back and understood everything.
Yeah. The veil is lifted. It's an understanding. And you look around yourself and see the ones that don't see what you see or understand what you understand. And it's using parables and fables and stories and examples to guide them to see.
What is Plendins? Plandins?
Pleiadians?
Yeah, what do you know about that?
What do you want to know?
What do you want to know about I can't say that word. Say it.
Pleiadians?
Pleiadians? They want to know, what do you mean that Maria's here?
Well, this is who they're speaking with. Pleiadians are a calm race, peaceful race. They believe in truth and unity.
She is, guys.
Universal love. They believe in the design of the holy matrix, the holy divine matrix, and helping every realm connect into one unity. They believe that every realm should come together into a round table of understanding and teaching and loving one another. They are very high visitors. They're the highest level visitor here besides the Kalinians, which she belongs to. And they don't believe in chaos or negativity, and they reach out technically to the ones that seek this same unity. If they feel there's a negative vibration, they won't try to push that soul into learning, but kind of guide them to people that will help them pull out of that. They won't directly or indirectly help them on that level. They will guide them to people already here that will help them see and understand. But it's their free will to see that. Like your female from earlier.
I'm going to turn another light on. Is that okay with you? Or is it going to be too bright? They can't see. Not going. Sorry, guys. I had to turn the light on. Yes, there's a fan on. You guys have any other questions? Is there something you want to tell us?
To seek truth, seek for it for yourself, carry on love, show love. When you show love, it continues like a domino effect throughout the day, which then will bleed into the next day, and the next day, and the next, within your time frame. All this within divine timing, we will make that happen. If you show love, it will continue. No action is unseen or undone. You can't go back. All you can do is move forward in the time, space, the divine timing that you're already on. You need to reach out to others, share what you know, help others absorb and take the information for themselves. How they learn is how they will learn. Don't force them to learn. Allow them to learn. Forcing will do nothing for you. Now is the time for to transform, you have things coming. Now is the time to transform. It is the Christ consciousness that is upon you. There is no judgment. There's only caring for your fellow man, for your fellow soul. Do not waste this time on frivolous things like materials, your cars, your careers. You are on a spiritual walk for a reason. Continue that path. Do not waste your time. When you waste your time, you are wasting time here, and you're wasting the time of the divine full scheme of what is to happen. Raise the vibration here. Do what you need to do and come back home. Don't cry. Don't wallow. Cry for others and show that you have prayer among them. But do not cry and wallow within yourselves, for we are here to help assist you, to help guide you. We find it comical that you think you can't hear us, but you wouldn't be able to make a move without us. When you don't listen, you go against yourself, for you are the one that made your DNA creation, your designal contract. When you go against yourself, you go against your own learning, and you will simply just come back and try to do it again.
Everyone's asking, how do we raise our vibration?
Let's try an exercise, and I will show you.
Okay, can we take a break for a second? Our feed is going to end. I'm going to finish it, and then I'm going to start over. Is that okay? Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop, and I'm going to start over.